Hello, how you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. He don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright, we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes.
figure.
Hello, am I speaking with Dazzle?
Yeah, honey, you speaking to Dazzle?
Yes, oh my god, I'm so glad you answered the phone. I'm stressed the fuck out. I need a fucking reading. This really is blowing me. Everything is fucking blowing me. It seems like everything
Okay.
is going fucking right for me.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to do that for me? Do you have time?
Oh yes, I have enough time. Go ahead. All you gotta do is relax. If you drink, get your sip. If you smoke, take your hit. And we're gonna do this tarot reading, and we're gonna put you on your right path. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, hello. How you doing today?
Hi, how you doing? This is Mr. Mike. I'm trying to reach Dazzle.
Oh, I'm Dazzle. What's up? What can I help you with?
I got a party to say that you do readings, right? I got this situation. This bitch of mine, she been ghosting me, and then she come answer the door. Running at it was my man walking out the door, talking about what's up to me.
What?
Hey, how about that shit?
All right, well, we're gonna do a reading on that because that sounds bad.
And then she told me that they ain't do nothing.
They ain't do nothing.
She lying, ain't she?
Well, we're gonna figure it out. I'm about to pull out these cards. Let's get into it. All right.
All right.
So
All right.
sit still. Let me shuffle my deck, and we're gonna figure it out. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It's your girl Dazzle, and I am back for another live tarot in chat. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload and when I go live. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is go into the description box, girl. Anywho, happy Wednesday to everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are getting through the work week. It's hump day, I guess. So, just think about it. Tomorrow's Thursday, then it's Friday, then it's the weekend. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. Okay. So, let's give y'all I think I got to give y'all a little update because I haven't talked to y'all for a minute, right? First of all, happy belated Christmas and happy belated New Year's. And I hope y'all enjoyed y'all New Year's and enjoyed y'all Christmas, the holidays. I know some of y'all still got I still got my Christmas tree up, y'all. I haven't even took down my Christmas tree yet. I said, fuck that shit. Hey, Vibe with AD girl. I was like, F that. I don't give a damn. My Christmas tree going to be up until further notice. Okay, it's going to be Christmas in March messing with me because I don't feel like taking it down. Okay, and baby update. I'm 34 weeks and 3 days pregnant, which means I'm 8.5 months now, and we're almost there. We're almost to the finish line. I can show y'all a little bit. This is what we're looking like right here. Right here. That's what we're looking like right now. So me and him are doing great, and he's upside down, messing with my bladder and whatnot. As far as work, I'm still working, but they don't have me doing everything anymore like I usually do. I'm on light little office duty, filing stuff, cleaning out offices, little stuff like that, right? Nothing big. So, nothing big. So I'm excited about that because we're almost there. So it's funny to me because for some reason I thought that, I was just going to have the baby and look, if I feel good in 2 weeks, I can go back to work. No, it don't work like that. It's a mandatory 6 weeks off. I'm like, that is a month and a half. What am I going to do for a whole month and a half? I understand I'm going, bond with my baby, of course, but shit. I'm like, damn, a month and a half of not working? What am I supposed to do? So I guess I'm be bonding with the baby, and I guess I'll be on here chilling with y'all. But other than that, I mean, I don't know, y'all. Y'all got to tell me what I could possibly be doing for a month and a half. 6 weeks is a long time. But look, here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about T.S. Madison and her response to Nicki Minaj, because a lot of people, you said enjoying your new addition. Yes. But I'm like, well, dang, I want to go back to work after a certain time. I'm like, what? Okay, so if I have God willing, I have a nice and easy pregnancy. I'm like, well, won't I be okay after 2-3 weeks? Do I need to stay out the whole 6 weeks? Give me love. Love you. Have a good day. Have a good night at work. But yeah, I'm like, can I just go ahead and stay out just for 3 weeks and just go to work? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I might not feel that way when you come. I'll probably be like, well, yeah, I want to be out as long as possible. But I don't know, y'all. I'm a little bit, and then I'm still a little afraid to go in labor and stuff, even though I know it's going to be a beautiful thing. I just, it's the pushing and it's the, damn. Now I'm thinking, well, you know what? You said C-section. Oh my God, C-sections take longer. My husband gonna leave. While he leaving out, he's talking about something having C-section. I'm like, C-sections take longer to recover. No, I'm trying to push him out and just go ahead and mind my business. I'm just hoping that my coochie is as big as the Potomac River and as small and short as a Vienna sausage. Happy New Year to you too, girl. Girl, what was y'all doing on New Year? I was in the house chilling, watching TV on my couch with my furry blanket, chilling real hard, and went to sleep at a good little time and everything. But this is what we gotta talk about. Back to what I was saying. So we're gonna be talking about T.S. Madison versus Nicki Minaj, right? Because for a minute, after Nicki Minaj did her whole, thing. You said the same thing for me too. Basically, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting too old too, but I couldn't really do nothing. What I look like? I can't go outside and get drunk with nobody and have a real good time. No, I stay my ass in the house. But yeah, T.S. Madison basically finally responded because I guess a lot of people in the trans community wanted her to respond to what Nicki Minaj said while she was, on stage when she was like, boys, allow boys to be boys and girls to be girls and stuff. And they know that, T.S. Madison really enjoyed Nicki Minaj. She liked Nicki Minaj, right? And then we're going to do the Cardi B versus Tasha K, because Tasha K wanted to sit there and, talk about Stephen Diggs because he's like a topic right now because of all the allegations. Now, mind you, Lex, what are you doing, Lex? Why, Lex? As soon as I get up here, I'm about to put you up, Lex. What you want, Lex? My fur baby is at it again, y'all. It's always my fur baby. Lex, I don't feel like it. Hold on, y'all. Let me at least take Lex outside real quick. Let him go outside for 1 second. Just give me a second, y'all. Come on, Lex. Let me take you outside. Come on, let's go. Because that's where you want to go. That's where you want to be. You want to be outside. Here, come on. Come on, Lex. Lex. Okay, so you're not going outside, so what is it? So you want to bother me while I'm on my live. You can't be doing that to me, baby. Why are you doing that to me? Come on. Let's go. That's going up in here while I do my live. Lord, my fur baby do not leave me alone, y'all. Won't leave me alone. Anytime I do a live, anytime I'm doing a reading, that's when he bothers me, right? Now he wants the roof because I put him in the cage. Because I'm like, you don't want to go outside. You don't want to do none of that. You just want to hop on me and mess with me while I'm trying to be great and stuff. No. No, Lex. Don't be sitting there feeling the way. Then he's going to side-eye me. Like, for real. But nah. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Tasha K and Cardi B because Tasha K sat there and started talking about Stephon Diggs, all types of stuff, and Cardi B went off on her, and then people feel like she did an anti-black rant because she talked about Tasha K's hair and whatnot. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about Claressa Shields versus the world. Because for some reason, Claressa Shields feels like she can beat the internet. And now it's about, now people are saying, people are picking on her looks and everything else. Girl, I don't know. But that's what we're going to start with, y'all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead because I know if anyone wants to come up and speak about it, we can speak about it. So I'm going to go ahead and copy the link, right? And put it in my chat just in case anybody wants to come on my panel and talk to me about it. All right. So here's the link if anyone wants to jump on and talk to me about said things. But we're going to talk about it. Now I'm starting. Oh, hold on, y'all. Y'all about to be so mad at me because the whole time I'm supposed to be the parent. And for some reason, I keep caving in when it comes to my fur baby. So I done locked him up and now he's whining in the background. And I don't know how to, like, it hurts my heart to hear him whining, okay? So now I have to let him back out. I guess my baby runs me. Okay, it hurts my heart. Like, and Lex know it do. Like, he knows it. So hold on, y'all. Let me let him back out. You gotta stop doing that. You making me lose my focus and stuff. Why are you doing that? Why? Why can't you just chill when I'm doing readings and stuff? Like, you just always want my attention as soon as I'm doing something. Why? Why you gotta hurt me like that? What I do to you? Oh, now he don't want wine no more. That's that BS. He running game on me. I know he running game on me. But if I let you out, you gotta stop. I might let you out. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're gonna talk about. See? Let me let him out, y'all. Hold on. I can't do nothing with you. Oh, you just keep messing with me. Do something else. Just do something else. Child, well, look, let me start this. All right, so first of all, I think I want to start with the Claressa versus the world. So, as y'all know, Claressa Shields spent the holidays alone, right? And she was like, y'all like upset, right? Because if you guys notice, hold on, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to do this, right? Here we go. While I'm talking. So if y'all notice, right, Claressa Shields during Christmas and, you know, whatnot, the holidays, she was pretty much alone. Oh, hold on. That's AD. Let me add her real quick. Girl, I'm trying to get it together. My fur baby is messing with me. I'm trying to get it on. Okay, that is all right. Okay, she's up. Hey, girl. That is.
Hey, y'all.
Okay. All right. Hey. Okay, that is Vibe with AD. Okay, how you doing, girl? How you doing? Okay, that is Vibe with AD. Oh, do you have me on another thing? Do you have any other app open? Okay, that is Vibe.
Oh, I do. You can hear me. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta turn the YouTube app off if you're gonna be on StreamYard, like, cause it's.
I got you.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, girl. You got it? You good?
It's good now.
All right, girl. Okay, so we was just gonna talk about we was about to start talking about Claressa versus the world. So I was just gonna give a backstory of how she was by herself during Christmas and stuff, and it led to all these things. So if you've been following, you can actually do the backstory if you want to. While I am sitting here, oh, we got disconnected. How she get disconnected? Oh Lord. Well, look, I just do the backstory while I'm taking him out. Hold on. Lex, if you going outside, go outside. This discombobulated as hell. But yeah, so basically the backstory with the whole Claressa thing is that, Papoose went over to his family and whatnot to spend some time with his family and his daughter, right? And apparently Claressa was over there by herself. And apparently Claressa Shields can't be over there with his daughter and motherfucking Remy Ma. I mean, because the Remy Ma said don't be around my daughter, right? So basically, he got to go over there by himself to spend some family time with his daughter. So that's going on. And you had Claressa Shields. You back, AD?
Yes, sorry, I'm back. I had some technical
Yeah.
difficulties, but I'm here.
So I was just talking about how basically, Claressa Shields was over there by herself, and you already know that, like, Claressa Shields was. I don't think Remy Ma allows Papoose to bring, their daughter around her. I don't think so. But he was over there with his daughter and his family and whatnot, and she was over there by herself, at her house on Christmas. So if you notice, though, she was doing a lot of like lives and stuff, talking about, oh, it doesn't feel like Christmas, it don't feel like Christmas and stuff like that, right? And then, like, all of a sudden, a whole bunch of extra stuff happened, right? Like, as far as Remy Ma going to the coat store and Juju commented under her picture saying, "Oh well, what she say? Face tea, body tea, my good sis tea or something like that, right?" And so that's when Claressa Shields goes to the Louis store and take those pictures and was like, "Oh, T, I'm T, bitch." Basically, so you was looking at Remy Ma stuff and you was all up in her comment section and you got upset. So you went to the Louis Vuitton store to compete with this girl. And I was just telling you how, before I got on live, I was just talking about how, in a way, it's like she was pushing out this negative energy, this negative agenda towards Remy Ma, but low key it backfired and made her look desperate. And she started getting attacked for that, I guess, online. Then it escalated to other stuff. Then you had 50 Cent attacking her and Papoose online, and then it turned into they're attacking the black woman, and it's because of her looks and things like that. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel like the internet is solely attacking Claressa Shields because she's a black woman and it's because of her looks?
No, girl. So I don't think. Well, first, let me say hi, y'all. This is Vibe with AD. I do have my own YouTube as well, and I post about celebrities and really pretty much anything under the sun. So if y'all want to head over to my channel as well, come follow me and make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for Dazzle. She is amazing. Okay, so back to the topic. No, I don't think that they don't like her because she's a black woman and this and that. I think the reason behind it is because Clarissa is portraying herself to be something, or she's portraying her relationship to be something that is not. And us looking on the outside in, we can kind of get a good idea that they not really, you know what I'm saying, as good as she wants people to think that they are. And I think that's what people are trying to like nitpick at. But she does go on this thing where she's like, she's all for black women and she's, a girl's girl and this, that, and the third. But I mean, look at what she does with
She's
Layla
not a girl's
Ali.
girl.
Right. Look at what she does to Layla Ali. And it's like, granted, you want to fight her and you want to, have this whole thing, which is cool, but you still have to respect who came before you because if it wasn't for them, there would be no you right now. You know what I mean? As
No,
far
it
as
was
boxing
the
and all of that.
lies.
So it's
It's
just
like
kind of
no, it was
like,
the intentional lies that she was telling on Layla Ali. She was telling lies
yeah.
and spinning a false narrative about Layla that rubbed people the wrong way. It wasn't that she was talking mess and she wanted to fight her per se. It was the intentional lies that she was doing. And so when Layla Ali did that classy read of a video with receipts, we also found out that not only does she do intentional lies, she also copycats. Because how do you come on live right after her? I mean, on your YouTube channel and upload right after her and try to do the same thing, but it's not eloquent. It's not polished. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like she
Right.
sound she sound like what? And then the accusations that she was throwing, it didn't add up right. Like you see what I'm saying? Like basically you mad because she was trying to tell you the right thing and you didn't want to take it. And now but then you didn't want to hear from her, but then you turn around and try to say it like you thought of it on your own. Like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she's just like trying to deflect. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like
she's deflecting a little bit.
I don't think she's an ugly female. I think she looks like a
Not at
regular
all.
female,
Hmm.
and I think she cleans up nice, but I think that she doesn't have a sense of self yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I think she copies a lot of people. And even with this situation with Remy Ma and Papoose, I don't even think that she's in love with Papoose because she loves Papoose. I really
No.
believe that she was being a watcher of Remy and Papoose through the years, and she fell in love with the idea that they had going on. And so when
Yeah.
you was trying to, because she was in Remy Ma's DM way before she got with Papoose, and she
I was
was
gonna
trying to get
say.
pointers about fashion and things like that. So you wanted Remy Ma to help you, and then what happens is with her is that she has this spirit on her, and it turns from admiration to some type of jealousy to some type of competition with her. And that can't and you see it with Layla Ali, and I think that happened with Remy Ma too. And then it's like now you with her husband because at the end of the day, they were going through stuff anyway. They didn't have the best of they didn't have a solid situation in their marriage or whatever, because obviously they was cheating on each other, and you found the opening and you took it. So with that being said, now you have this man, now you're trying to pretty much push him to the forefront and push this narrative like black love, like like him and Remy did, and then you're even trying to change black love to gold love for some reason, and now you're trying to emulate what they had going on, which doesn't make sense to me. I feel like if y'all in love and y'all so happy, I feel like everything should just be natural. It should never be forced, and they look a little forced. You're trying to make him out to something that he's not. You're saying that he had all this money. If he got all this debt, Tasha Caden already aired him out and said that he owed the IRS like $300K. That's for one. Um,
Whew.
Remy Ma already said that he done maxed out her IMAX card for $35K and pawned her jewelry and stuff. This man is having money problems, right? So you're sitting here making it seem like this man does not have the issues that he has, and he does. You're making it seem like this man is so rich, but really he's being enriched by you. And not only that, when you say that he buy you stuff, he's not buying you stuff. He's buying it off the strength of what you give him and whatever opportunity that you give him, whatever money that you give him. So really, it's not really him buying anything. It's you buying these things. And, I feel like on top of that, I also feel like she has low self-esteem. I also feel like she's an attention seeker, and I feel like she's trying to prove to us that she is who she say she is. Like she got mad because who was it? I think the coal miner's daughter. The it's the white lady who was boxing, who put boxing on the map. They called her the coal miner's daughter, right? Now, mind you, when she was going after Layla Ali, you know, she was bringing her up and stuff like that, but she was on her side, right? But then when they asked the coal miner's daughter how she felt about Claressa, she said that her person, she's not likable or whatever. She said Claressa is not likable. Also, with Claressa, about her going around calling herself the GOAT, that's for other people to call you, not for you to call yourself and demand people call you that. I've never seen someone who was the greatest of all time, you know, have to tell somebody that they already knew that you was the greatest of all time. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never see that. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Not only that, you know how how can I say she's okay, so when you say that, you know, she's not likable, I'll put this into perspective. I feel like they're saying this because she's very cocky. But where does she get it from? She gets it from winning these gold medals in the Olympics. She's well around the time, and I'm not sure recently, like I haven't checked recently, but around the time when she's won the gold medals, she was the only one. And black female at that. You know what I'm saying? So she
And
feels
hats
like
off to her
I'm the
too. Ain't
greatest
no
in
hate
my
for that.
generation that has done this, but she's saying the greatest of all time, and she's not the greatest of all time because there has been plenty of people ahead of her that has done that, but she doesn't pay homage to them.
Oh,
I
let's
guess
keep
so
it
that kind of
100.
makes it
Let me
seem a
keep it
little weird.
100. Remember this? Remember I told you about this? Okay, so a lot of people, you know, are just now watching female boxing. Okay, but a lot of old heads who are really into boxing, I'm talking about the old heads like my dad who used to record boxing matches. You know what I'm saying? You know, with they VCR and stuff, they used to record stuff. It's so many things. My dad got all these recordings of all these old fights, right? And with me and my dad, I used to watch all the female boxing fights. Now, mind you, Claressa, she has these wins, but she doesn't have any KOs. So someone asked her about her not having KOs. So she said it's because the rounds are too short, right, for female boxing. And, you know, she hasn't gotten to the technique or the rhythm yet. You see what I'm saying? And when she said that, a lot of the old heads who are really into female boxing was like bullshit. Because to be honest with you, all those females that was like that back then, they had like 16 wins, 15 KOs, and they was knocking bitches out the first couple of rounds. They was getting bitches out of there. So my whole thing is, you want to say you the greatest of all time, but the problem is, girl, you telling me that you don't have enough time to knock a bitch out, and all the bitches that you talking about and you shitting on, that you saying that you're better than, was able to knock somebody out within that time frame in the beginning of the fight, and they did it consecutively. They was very big on KOing bitches. You see what I'm saying? So for the people who's actually into boxing, they thought that was bullshit. Bitch, that means that what you really told somebody is that you are a technical fighter. If anybody really want to get you, they just got to be quick and powerful.
But in order to be the greatest, she has to check all the boxes off.
Yeah, so you got to be quick and powerful when they can get your ass. You have been knocked down before, but you haven't been knocked out, which I give her that, right? But the whole time, all it takes is a motherfucker to know that and focus on that and knock your ass out. Because you need rounds. You're a technical fighter. You win by rounds. You're not winning by no KOs like these other bitches was doing. So technically, if that's the case, then I would think that if it was back then when bitches was knocking, when female boxers was knocking people out, the first round and stuff, and they was doing that consecutively. I mean, you don't do 17 wins and 16 KOs for nothing. You see what I'm saying? That means you're knocking these hoes out. That means that Claressa would have got knocked out back then.
Yeah.
Honestly, if that's how she's talking now, when she's shitting on these old heads, she would not have been able to win most of those fights. That's what I'm saying. So even though I give her flowers about winning stuff, and I feel like, hey, you're a black girl, I'm rooting for you, girl. But if we just gonna be technical and we into the boxing world, and you want to talk about all these old heads, these old heads was getting the fuck down. Don't play with it. Layla Ali was knocking hoes out in the first round or two. She was not playing. And if she can do that, you cannot call her some bullshit. You can't say she was riding off her daddy name. You don't knock no bitch out based on somebody's name. No, you don't.
Right, yeah.
You do that because you got hands.
There's a way to trash talk and to talk about your opponent and things like that. But there's also, like, when you look at it, like when you look at the history of boxing and things like that, people are going to trash talk. They're going to trash talk, but at the end of the day, they're going to give you your props. And they're going to say, you know what? You did this, you did that, and good for you. She doesn't do that when she, gets to talking about people. And I feel like that's why they're claiming that she's like not really likable, and that, you know what I'm saying? She's not really relatable in that way. And it's like, I get
too
that.
much
Like,
of
I can
look
see
at
that.
me. It's too much of look at me. And like I said, she's a copycat. She's like a chameleon. She would change to be something else because she's not whole within herself. Like even that rapping stuff, she was only rapping because Papoose was in love with a rapper. What are you rapping for? You're not a rapper. You're a boxer. You're supposed to be worried about your technique.
She wanted to prove herself to him. I feel like with Claressa, I'll put it this way. I think that, again, I don't know her personally. I don't know him personally. I don't know Remy personally. I don't know none of them. But from looking on the outside in, it just really seems like she wants to impress him. You get what I'm saying? I think he's like one of her, or I mean, I don't know about the other guys that she's dated. From what I know, she hasn't been in a lot of relationships, and it's kind of like pity in a way. You know what I mean? Because you don't have that much experience to kind of see what's really going on.
You giving her too much. She was engaged twice, right? And her last engagement, her ass sat there and dished him to be with Papoose. And from what her cousin said, allegedly she had bought that man a car and got Papoose to repo that man's car for her.
Wow. I think she's excited off the bad boy image of Papoose. I'll put it in that.
It's the image, right?
But it really is. And now that she's like really in a somewhat high profile relationship, it's like, oh yeah, now I'm really gonna pop my shit about this. But it's like, look at Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug. Everything is not always.
Did you see what she said about? Did you see how she came for Hazel E because Hazel E put the fire emojis underneath her video?
And Hazel said, "Girl, don't nobody want your man but you, honey."
So she was like, "Cause it's more reasons than one why somebody is putting a fire emoji underneath a video. They can be like, it's fire. The video itself, whoever shot the video was fire. What he got on is fire. Hey, even the clout that he got going on, fire. It can be just her giving him his props. Yeah, everybody don't want your man.
Yeah, I mean, she don't even want her man.
I mean, her man want her and everybody else, including the COs that was there at the jail.
Those are kind of relationships when things happen like that, you gotta kind of simmer down a little bit. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a sense to say that she needs to stop being her. I mean that in a sense to stop promoting your relationship and stop being so.
Hold on, wait. She ain't telling correctional officers that was giving up that pootie tang to him in jail. She ain't tell them the cool down. She ain't clap at them.
It's a little embarrassing when you think about it, but I mean, you
Nah,
don't
you
know.
gotta
Maybe
have that
they're in an
same
open
energy, girl.
relationship,
Have
and
that
she
same
just,
energy for all
you
the other
know,
women he was messing
she
with.
just knew she knows what comes with the celebrity of a rapper. Oh, he's gonna
You
talk so
mad
much
at
about
Hazel
that,
E for some fire emojis, but you ain't mad
girl.
at
But I
that
mean, like
CEO.
Hazel, hey,
That
like come
CEO
on now.
supposed to be making sure he stay in jail, not giving up the cooch.
Ain't nothing against Hazel, but baby,
I don't care if she was messing with Blueface and her caliber dude. But what
that was first of all, I don't think she was messing with
I think
Blueface.
that was a publicity stunt.
Of course, Hazel wants to get her name back out there in the world. Because how long
Why
ago
not?
have we heard from Hazel when she was messing with Young Berg? How long ago was that?
I mean,
So
well,
she's trying to get her name back out there. You know what I'm
it
saying?
worked a little
Or
bit
when she
though.
was going through them surgeries and things like that she was dealing with. So all that stuff is just, that's why I say, man, don't believe what you see because everything you see is not real. It is
But it
not real,
worked a
especially in
little
the
bit, didn't
entertainment
it?
world.
It did work though. People did pay attention
It
to
did. It did. But you know what I will say?
it.
And this is a little off topic, but I will say this. I give kudos to Blueface. He be on his BS. I don't know if I can curse on here,
Dominique
but
is.
he
Oh,
be on his
Dominique must have
BS.
been at it. Hold on, let me see this. Let me
Okay.
tell Dominique too.
Hey,
Girl,
Dominique.
hey, girl,
Hey,
hey.
hey everybody.
Happy New Year's. I didn't get to talk to you.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New
Oh,
Year.
I hope you enjoyed your holidays. I hope this year brings amazing times for you. I hope that you receive all the love and the care, support, whatever. Girl, I hope
Same
this is
to
a good
you.
year. Yes. So,
Yes.
It's starting off good.
all right, so what you got to add in on this Clarissa and versus the world? Because that's what it is. It's Clarissa versus the world. If she can fight the world, if she can put on some boxing gloves and just start swinging. Have y'all ever seen Don't Be a Menace while drinking your juice in the hood and
Yeah,
Ashtray got to swinging on all the kids?
yep. And he talking about he wished to win a work. Man,
Uh-huh.
I just wish she stopped in that.
And then I'm like, whole time she got money, girl. If you got all this money on, my whole thing is I wouldn't even be worried about the internet for real. I'd be all up in Barbados somewhere, and Papoose would be feeding me grapes and holding my bags. And by the time I post something on the internet, that's 3 days after the fact. So by the time y'all talking shit about me on the internet, that happened 3 days ago after the fact, I'd be in Jamaica. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Eating some. What they eat? What they do in Jamaica? They drink them little pineapple drinks and stuff, or them coconut drinks with some mango or something. You know, drinking
And
some
just
coconut
enjoy
water.
life.
Yes. And by the time they talk about me about Jamaica, I'd be all the way in Egypt looking at the pyramids or something. Y'all got me messed up. I
She
would
care
never.
she care what the world think. Like who
Yeah.
cares what people think? Like, do you
Oh,
stop
and then
in that place?
that's segue. Hold on, y'all. Now this segue to this. The truth of the matter is, it's about who you're dating to, like you said, AD, right?
Mm-hmm.
The truth of the matter is you're dating a man who had baggage. He
Mm.
is currently separated from his wife.
But still
They're
married.
not married, they're not divorced yet, so they're still married. And he also has an attachment with him as far as a child between them two alone. Even though that both of them had kids, they view each other's kids as their own. That's another thing too. So they're always going to be family at some point, in some type of way. But then they also got the golden child. Now my whole thing is, if you decide to mess with that, then you have to understand what that comes with. Sometimes you're gonna have to be cool with the estranged wife who is the mother of his child, because guess what? He wants to see his child. He's an active father. He wants to be in his child's life. So if you're not cool with the mother, and you throwing shots at the mother, that mother's not going to feel comfortable with her child around you. So now this man has to venture out on his own to see his child. So that's another thing. And then the other thing is when you're messing with stuff, when you're messing and dealing in those type of waters, you do have to understand that nothing is solid. Nothing is set in stone. So at any given time, if they actually wanted to, they can actually go to counseling and reconcile, and you won't have anything to do with it. Why? Because it's between husband and wife. At any
Mhm.
given time, they can say, no, I don't want this.
And you
And
know, I was about to say, let me say this one thing, right?
yeah.
So I'll do two things, right? And I'll make it short. But the first thing is just that for Christmas, for example, Papoose went to go spend Christmas with Remy and his family. You know, his daughter. He claimed that he wanted to spend the night over there so that he can surprise her in the morning. So he went to go stay with Remy, spent the night, and then surprised her in the morning with Christmas gifts. Um,
So he did stay with Remy.
allegedly they were also with his family, his mom and their family, and Remy and the daughter came as well.
Hold on, my bad. Hey,
um
sweetie. How you doing? Happy New Year. But
yes,
yeah,
happy New Year's, y'all. And what was I going to say? Uh Goodness. Oh, yes, with Claressa. Okay, so Claressa, she claimed that no, he didn't stay with her. But mind you, this came out of his own mouth. He was on a radio show and he was talking about this on one of the radio shows. And he said that he was going to go over there and spend a night so he could surprise her. Claressa goes, "No, he didn't stay over there, or he wasn't with her. He was with his mom." Well, if the mom is cool with you, and mind you, you've met her more than once and she's fixed food for you, why weren't you there with him and you were available to go? You didn't go because he was with his wife, not ex-wife, his actual current wife, whether they're separated or not. And now, in recent pictures and videos, because Remy be on TikTok and she goes live, and she was wearing her wedding ring. She wasn't wearing that
um,
before, and now she's wearing that wedding ring again. So I'm just like, what? You know what I'm saying? What is going on? It is possible, just like you said. They can go through counseling and maybe work things out and try to figure it out for their family. But I feel like, I don't know, who knows what 2026 would hold for their relationship. Remy just might get back with him just to spite her, you know what I'm saying, because
I don't
she
mean to
could
cut
do
you
that.
off, but let me acknowledge Tweety real quick. My pregnancy is coming along well. I just told them, I'm 34 weeks and 3 days, and he's doing good. And girl, thank you for catching my live, girl. Thank you for always checking on me, girl. But yeah, my bad, girl. My bad, AD. I had to just, acknowledge
Can I add something?
that. Uh-huh.
I need her to understand if something happens to Papoose, Remy is like, if anything happened to him medical wise, all this shit should go to Remy.
I found out that I was watching one of Remy lives, and Remy was saying that he's still on her medical insurance.
Yeah, like everything go to she's over like everything go to Remy. Like, and people on the internet were like, well, why y'all not talk about Remy Man? Because Remy Man is not on the internet doing all this.
You know what? I feel like that's a little disingenuous, because the truth is Remy Ma was dragged too. She was dragged early on with
No,
her.
they talk about her man. They said,
I
why
mean,
did
but
they
yeah,
have
Easy
sex
the
with you?
Block Copter was dragged early on. They was laughing him out about being knocked out by Papoose. Remy Ma and Easy the Block Copter early on in this whole circus was being dragged and stuff. And then, after a while, Remy Ma shut up. And people stopped worrying about Remy Ma and Easy the Black Coffin. The only reason, like you said, and now is Remy Ma's not the one that's saying stuff. It's Claressa. Claressa is the one that's low key throwing jabs. Claressa is the one pushing this whole narrative of, she called it gold love, not black love no more, because she wants to embody and copy whatever Remy Ma and Papoose had going on. So it's her coming out with this. So really, I think, like you said, like, they want to be mad at Remy, but how can you be mad at Remy when Remy ain't the one saying nothing?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
if a girl just give me her man, I would enjoy my man in silence. I don't got nothing against that woman. That woman gave me her man, and oh well, what we do?
Oh, she gave him to her. All right. She said, "Here."
Right, you can have him.
Here told you about him. She was so nice to tell you about this man.
Right, like she dropped off a kid. Talking he allergic to this, he allergic to that. No, girl.
Don't feed them after midnight like the
Right.
gremlins. You know with the gremlins, they all cute and shit, but you can't feed them after midnight because they turn. Whatever you do, don't give them your pocketbook. Keep your Amex card in your breast, in your brassiere, okay? Because
Right.
apparently, like I said, he he left Remy Ma with a $35K debt in IMAX.
Oh, did you see? I'm sorry to cut you off. Did you see that he owed like eight something, eight million and something in back taxes?
Nah, Tasha K said he owed $300K.
It was 80. It was eight something
Oh
on the
god.
papers.
So that means the little okay, so she had a 3 million. Okay, so Claressa deal was what, 3 mil?
Yeah.
Right? So let's think. You enriched him, but the whole time his money gonna get ate up with what he owe, because you get locked up for not paying taxes. So his money's gonna get ate up from what he owe. And then with you're gonna try to balance it out by giving him more money that you got. And then they're not just giving you 3 mil out of nowhere. It's an investment, right? And they're not
Right.
giving you it right then and there. Don't they give you it in like increments over time? Or do they give you the whole 3 mil
I don't
right
know.
then and there? AD, do they give you the whole 3 mil? AD on mute, but
Oh, sorry, y'all. I was I was fixing my technical difficulties. I'll put it that way. So I'm sorry. So did they give you? Did they
okay,
give you the full
so
3 mil
when you
for?
get a deal such as that, right? Because she got a $3 million deal.
Mm-hmm.
Do they give you the whole 3 mil or the whole amount right then and there, or do they give you like increments over time, like
I
within the
think it
year?
really just depends on what type of deal that she signed because with certain people, like I'll put it this way, in the music industry, with certain people, they'll sign up for distribution deals, right? Which means
Mhm,
that they'll pay a certain amount to distribute your items and
mhm.
you pretty much pay them back for what you made for it. Or there's the 360 deals where basically all of your money is just being recycled back into the business. You know what I mean? So you're not
Yeah,
technically making too much of anything. So it really just depends on what kind of deal that she made. It's possible that she could have all of the money. It's possible that she could have got a little bit, but it really depends on what it is that she signed up for.
because my thing is, because here's the thing: the problem with not being equally yoked is that you have to keep pouring into someone else's cup to balance it out. So if I'm thinking about it, and I did do a reading for Claressa Shields, and that did pop up, I did get that feeling with the like Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. She needs to hold on to her money. She don't need to be giving Papoose no money. Her money will be best invested on making Claressa Shields great, because she'll be eating through that money trying to balance out people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not equally yoked. So he got to pay back taxes and stuff, which is going to eat up whatever the hell he think he got going on. And then he still owes his estranged wife money because he done pawned her jewelry and maxed out her credit cards and things like that. So he still owes her money. By the time he get finished paying back everything, the little bit of the money that he made is going to be eaten up. Like, you see what I'm saying? So with her, I'm like, this is not a really good thing, because 3 mil can go fast if you spending 30K at the Louis store to stun on somebody. You doing this and doing that, but you giving this person money to keep him enriched. to make him look some type of way. Like, I don't know.
Especially
We
if
got
three
to think.
mil is all she got, then she might want to chill on that.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, like, and then I know that the press and the going live and stuff, the publicity is helping with the money and stuff. So she's getting some type of money from that too. But I'm like, you need to keep a hold of your money. And I'm not saying that like I'm a millionaire or nothing, but I did feel that way when I was doing the reading on her. Like, yeah, bitch, your ancestors want to enrich you, not enrich that nigga. Like, you see what I'm saying? But I don't know. But I also think with Claressa, she is blessed and she is going to have more accomplishments. But it's just how she navigates it that's going to be kind of bumpy. And with also, when it comes to Claressa and 50 Cent, 50 Cent started that mess with Papoose and Claressa. And when he did this, now this was crazy because remember, like, he had posted the little black exploitation film skit. Like, you seen that, right?
Yes, that was so funny. I'm sorry, I laughed.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
like,
I hear you, I hear you, Dazzle. I'm moving a little bit slow. I had my baby, so I'm trying to get him together too. But yes, I haven't seen a film that 50 Cent did, but I have seen him,
no,
like,
it was this
with
little
his posts
skit.
and things like that.
It was the skit that he did, right? Like, it was a auto, so he had copied and pasted Clarissa Shields' face and Papoose face on this black exploitation film. I'm trying to look for it because I had seen it and it was crazy as hell. But it was truthful. It was real truthful.
And 50 Cent gonna troll.
But he kind of trolled with the truth on that. And what happened was people started getting mad and started, like, I don't know. Like, it snowballed to, oh, y'all are hating on a black woman and y'all bullying a black woman and y'all, talking mess about a black woman and her looks. And that was my next question. Like, do y'all really believe that, like, black women are downing her because they're jealous and they're downing her on her looks?
No, they're down on her because of behavior. The fuck, everything is not about skin color. And I need everybody to understand that. But come from 50 Cent, yes, cause he don't go the hard on nobody else but black women.
So it really depends then, because it can be some people that might be down on her about her looks and doing it because they have an issue with African American features, but then you have other people that's really just talking because she be looking crazy. Like, remember when
Yeah,
she
I
came
think.
out? Remember when she
Mhm.
did that photo shoot and people were saying that her she needs a stylist, and basically she got upset and said that it was light skinned women that had a problem with her.
I did see
And pretty much she pointed out light skinned women, so she made it a colorism thing when really people were saying that you just need a new stylist in the wardrobe. A new wardrobe.
Right. I think what's happening now is that she's being compared to Remy, right? And looks
Uh-huh.
wise, she's being compared to Remy. She got a body. I won't hold you. She definitely got a nice little body. However, she's being compared to Remy face wise. Remy got a face card. You know what I mean? She definitely looks
Yeah,
good.
Remy looks
I'm not going
good.
to say Clarissa doesn't look good because she definitely looks good in her own right. I don't think she's ugly at all. I actually don't think she's ugly at all. I think that they're comparing the two, and that's where all of that comes into play. So, is it black and white? Or is it, you know what I mean, discriminating? Not really, but that can come into play too, because there are some people who are just going to be, nasty about it and say anything anyway. But Yeah, I think they're comparing the two. Now, not only that, they are saying that Pop is trying to dress her just like Remy. If you look at some of the most recent stuff, right? Because
Uh-huh.
Clarissa wasn't wearing like the type of furs that she's wearing now, and the jeans and the clothes, like how she's looking now. She wasn't looking like that until she got with Pap. And so he's trying to like build her in Remy's image, is what, you know what I'm saying, is what it seems like. So yeah, they probably are getting that from that. And then not only that, Clarissa's hair right now is kind of short. You know, she has like a little bob with her natural hair. She had this I think they were extensions or something like that, you know, and people were asking her about her hair, and she was like, "Oh no, this is my hair." When we know that's not your hair, but why would you go on live and say that, you know? So it's kind of
Like
making
why?
people feel
You
like,
know
girl, what's going
why?
on?
Because Remy Ma has natural hair too, and when Remy
Right.
Ma takes her weave out, Remy Ma hair is actually long.
Yep.
But when Clarissa takes her weave out, her hair is like around the way girl, you know,
Right,
length.
it's a lot shorter, which is fine too. But
I
I
mean,
mean,
but
you gotta be able to love
here's the tea
yourself in
though.
that.
Here's the tea. I think that Clarissa is the type that, you know, you can't tell her nothing. Like you gotta almost act, and this is sad because then I'm gonna have to like compare her to a dude, right? You know how you gotta sometimes with men, you gotta allow them to think it's their idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with Clarissa, you almost gotta allow her to think it was. You gotta put it in her head, but in a way that allows her to think that it's her idea because she don't want you to tell her nothing.
Yeah. That
So
that
when
kind
it
that,
comes
that
to
kind of
her
sums it up a
hair,
little bit from what I'm getting.
yeah. So when it comes to her hair can get longer. A lot of times, like, you know, when they have personal stylists and personal hair people, you know, a lot of times, a lot of celebrities' hair gets very long because of the care and the management. But if you can like convince her that it's her idea to do a certain regimen, to do this and do that, I think that, you know, she'll do it. But you got to convince her that it's her idea. You just can't tell her.
Yeah, he dressed her as well for one of the events that she went to, and she was at, or not necessarily asking, but he was telling her like, "Oh, this looks good. You should do it this way." Da da da. And she goes, "Oh, if my man is saying it looks good, then okay, it looks good." Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
But see, your man is still in love with his ex. So he's looking for things that reminds him of Remy. Matter of fact,
yes,
I can pull a card on that. Let's do that. Ooh, that'll be
yeah,
fun.
yeah. I definitely think he wants his old family back.
Okay, so do y'all think that he is subconsciously looking for Remy and Clarissa Shields?
I think so in a way.
Yeah, in a way.
Okay, let me get a good
I
little.
stopped dressing her because she can't dress. Like, she really need a stylist and a hairdresser.
I think so too.
Because when you with somebody for a long time though, like, and then that's the other thing. It's not cool to heal no more. It's not cool to get out of a relationship and just be by yourself for a long time. It's not cool no more. So the cool
You,
thing to do now is immediately get off one D and go to the next. Or get
no,
out of
no,
one coochie and go to the next. And that's how you
uh,
get over these days.
no.
I
I
don't know.
think people need to stay to themselves. Cause I see these women, these famous people, and they jump into relationships, and I be in here judging like a motherfucker. I be like, I know her coochie stink.
There's
Cause
Papoose. Uh-huh.
you
I'm
sleep
listening.
with you sleep with different people. Like, and you just got out of a relationship with this person, and now you're in a relationship with this person. You left this person, you got with another person. Like, sit your coochie down, let it breathe.
Okay. Okay, so with Papoose, does he look for Remy and Clarissa? Eight of Cups, he walks away from a situation, walked away from one relationship. The Son of Swords, that means he galloped into another one, and he's hoping that things go like it. and he has like this new creative venture with Claressa. So it's like he's hoping that it connects like his wife. You know what I'm saying? It hit the same way. He's hoping that. But he can't manifest Remy and Claressa, you know that. But when it comes to Claressa, he sees a new venture. He sees a new passion, a new creative venture with her.
I don't know how true this is, but it's a rumor going around that well, I haven't looked it up. Remy Ma took the voice off the table.
I don't know. I think it's at a standstill. I don't think it's been moving. That's all. I think. I mean, in all actuality, no matter what, don't let people fool you. A divorce don't take this long. If y'all really want to get the fuck from each other, y'all don't want each other no more, y'all want it to be over, it takes nothing. The only reason why it takes long is for two reasons. Either y'all being petty with finances and stuff, and or y'all really don't want to do it. And you trying to stall the other one out. That's all.
Like they said, like they don't see a package on there. I mean, they don't see the voice on there no more.
Yeah. I mean, because even if you file something, don't you have like a certain amount of time and then you got to refile it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I think
it
that
like
is.
they had paperwork at first, and now they can't find it nowhere on the internet.
Mm.
Like it's gone.
And Remy Ma did say initially the last time she really spoke on it, she did talk about how the lawyer that he was saying that he had, he did not retain. It was the lawyer was never retained. So
Mm.
really, you was just talking mess.
Yeah, I
So
think it's just the paperwork now that he was trying to file for irreconcilable differences. That's what it was saying. But I don't think she ever signed them, and I don't think he was like trying to make her sign them. I mean, granted, he was upset about what was going on, but I honestly, truly feel like he want his family back,
yeah,
and
I
that's
think
why
the
it
only
never
way they're
fully
gonna
went
get a
through.
divorce is if Remy Ma is dead set on getting it. If she wants it bad enough, it's going to happen. It's not just about him. With him, I think it hurts him to even get one, so he wouldn't want to do it. But with Remy Ma, it would really be her choice. Like she would have to start like pushing and moving forward. But I do think if she called him and said, "Fuck this divorce, come on, baby, let's go home," she's going. He's coming home. He's gonna find a way.
Absolutely.
And that's just what it is. And I feel bad for Claressa about that because I mean that would be the moment where Claressa end up throwing hands and she really have a crash out. And knowing her, she will put it on the internet.
No, I feel like this relationship not gonna end well.
It's not.
Somebody gonna get hurt, and I'm scared.
And to be honest with you, I don't think Papoose needs to allow his daughter around Claressa. Hey, yeah, because I don't. And the reason why I don't think that his daughter needs to be around Claressa, because you have to understand that you're dealing with a competitive, jealous spirit, right? And that's not me even being mean towards Claressa. That's just what she be given, right? So you do have to understand that when someone is competing and insecure about your mother, God forbid you look like your mother, and
Hmm.
you have this baby around Claressa all the time, she's gonna do some microaggressions or little stuff, and it may not happen when she's younger. It might happen when she's older that Claressa start feeling a way about her. You
That's
see what
true.
I'm saying?
Yeah, because you know what? And that's another thing too. You have to be very selective. You got to be very careful about who you allow around your children. It's so much going on in the world, and people are spiteful and vindictive, and they feel like they can get at the other person by going through the child. And
Like
that
you
is
got
never
you.
okay.
She's the type of person that would have one-sided beef. Like, say for instance, Remy Ma's daughter get older, like 16 or something, right? And imagine, they still together, right? But he still has a good relationship with Remy, and she still feel a way about that. A lot of times you don't want, and this is me coming from an experience, right? A lot of times that stepmother or the girlfriend, whatever it is, they don't really want that girl child around. Like, they do good with the boys, but they don't do good with the girls. And it's almost like
Their
they pick
competition.
and poke
Yeah.
and provoke and find a way to form a wedge between the father and the daughter. That's the type of stuff that I think she would do. And I feel like that. I don't know for a fact, but I'm gonna do a reading on it real quick because I want to know. I want to know would she do something like that. If Remy Ma's daughter ends up being around Claressa a lot, will Claressa treat her funny? Will she try to take out her frustrations against Remy Ma onto, what's the golden child name? Mackenzie? 1, 2, 3. Temperance. It'll be an imbalance. It'll be a lot of hedonistic behaviors, like saying little dumb shit, doing little childish ass shit for self gratification. You get mad or you get a little jealous. You say some smart shit about this girl mama around her or something like that. Like, that's the type of stuff Claressa would do. And she would cause confusion when it comes to that little girl. Like, she would cause issues. And then she to the public, she'll put on airs and act like everything is good and she loves Remy Ma's daughter. But in the background, honestly speaking, she would sit there and talk mess about Remy Ma in front of her daughter and shit like that.
Okay, is that why she want to have baby so fast?
She wants to have a baby to attach herself to Papoose to compete with the daughter that he already has. Yes.
Wow, that's interesting.
I
'Cause she
really do believe
definitely
that.
said that's the next move. Somebody asked her in an interview, where do you see yourself in the next few years? She's like, oh, I'm definitely having a baby first. And Pap never commented on that.
Does Claressa Shields wants to have a baby so to compete with Remy Ma and her daughter? Is that part of the reason? 1, 2, 3. It's manipulative. But I don't think. But here's the thing, though. You want to keep a man that's not actually wanting what he says he wants. Like, he's showing up as the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Those the wishy-washy people. Them the boys that come to you and be like, I want to be with you. I want to be your boyfriend. I want this. I want that.
But not offering a lot.
The whole time they don't want to do that. They're just saying that shit. They don't really mean that shit. And she feels like it will change everything. This hangman in the reverse is stubborn thinking, right? So she feels like it would change everything. And because I don't have a kid by him, that's the reason why that's the reason why he didn't get a divorce yet. That's the reason why he can't fully commit. That type of shit. But in reality, it's not going to change shit because having a kid doesn't change anything. So I think that she feels like if she have a kid by him, he will put her first above. You see what I'm saying?
But do you think it's really
everybody.
competition,
And
or
I
do you
need her
think
to
she?
get out that man thing.
I mean, well, if she's saying the reason why the reason why you're not committing to me is because we don't have a kid, and basically not seeing that, look, it's not just that. Like, let me see something. Let's see. Does she want to have a baby by Papoose to compete with Remy Ma and her baby. Let's see. Is that what Claressa Shields is trying to do? Because it's given. She's saying that's the reason why you not marrying me yet, and you haven't gotten a divorce from her yet. Because, is that the reason? She's acting unbothered. Basically, because she feels like she's the third party. She feels like she's the third party into something that she's not supposed to be in. She feels like an imposter. So she feels like if she has a baby by this man, right, she would no longer be the third party, and it wouldn't be multiple lovers, and he wouldn't have choices. It'd just be her, him, and the baby. Fuck everybody else. It'd be her, him, and the baby, and she would be priority, and that baby would be priority. That's what it is.
Dazzle, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why he always upstairs every time she gonna laugh? Papa's upstairs. Don't ask about him. He upstairs. Like every time. Like, girl, we didn't ask you where he was at.
I think she's more so
Is he still messing with the
embarrassed.
girls that Remy said he was messing with?
Ooh,
She tried to warn her.
Is Papoose always upstairs when she say he upstairs? Let's do a yes or no. Is when Claressa Shields is on live, is Papoose always upstairs when she say he upstairs?
No.
Cause I swear nobody be asking her in her chat. Is that man upstairs?
2, 3. Is he always upstairs when she say she up? No. No. That 6 of Swords in reverse says no. Okay. That's her. Okay, so the 6 of Swords is usually traveling from an emotional place, a mental place, from chaos to peace, right? Going to clearer waters, right? So my whole thing, if it was upright, it'd be a yes. In the reverse, this is a mind in chaos, right? So I kind of believe that she does that to like compensate or to like make it seem like something.
Yeah.
He's not always there. He's not. Let's see if he's still. But it makes sense. And, people with common sense to think that, right? Because why is he always upstairs? Even my husband, he be upstairs a lot, but he come downstairs eventually. If I'm on here for too long, you see him. Like, you see him earlier on when I gave him a kiss because he's about to go to work, right? So you eventually see him.
Yeah.
So let me see something.
I was like, girl, did nobody ask you that?
So let me see something. Is Papoose still involved with other women outside of Claressa that we don't know about? 1, 2, 3. Yes, because he's keeping secrets. Yes, he's keeping secrets. This relationship is not what it looks like, okay? And the foundation of this relationship is fucked up. So, yeah, he got secrets off Bucks. This High Priestess energy upright, yes.
Okay.
He got secrets. Matter of fact, if I pull the bottom of the deck energies, this is letting me know the 4 wands in the reverse talks about cracks in the foundation, like this relationship is not built on solid ground. So it's not what we think it is, right? So he probably was talking to females, multiple females, while he was talking to her at the same time. Right here's the 7 of Swords. This is sneaky behavior. He can't be trusted.
Yeah, everybody thought that Remy Mom was hating when she told her that. I was like, she told her that to have her head on this on
the swivel.
Yeah.
And then you got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. This talks about being stuck in the past. So he talks to people from his past too. And then you got the 5 of Wands right here in the back. This talks about competition. It's other females.
And then, uh, I'm sorry, I gotta say that before they come here, cause I gotta get changing stuff. But they lie so much they couldn't keep up with their lies. They told 5 different stories to how they met and who inboxed who first.
And you see how she said it was him, and the whole time he corrected her and said, "Nah, it was you."
That she was in
Yeah,
the
but they
DM.
tell a different story on Drink Champ.
Mm. The story changed.
Yeah, like I like so he cheated first.
Mm.
Cause the time it was in 2000. He said she inboxed me in 2022. I mean 2020. Okay, I thought Remy cheated first. Remy didn't pop out with a boyfriend until 2022.
Yeah, and even if she was talking to him before that, I don't think she knew Easy in 2020.
Right.
I think they knew each other. I don't think that they were
I
as
like y'all,
close because you got to
y'all,
remember.
them prices be lying.
Yeah,
And
that's very
once
true.
you
But
tell
you got to
one lie, you
remember,
gotta keep
Pop
up
was
with the
a
next lie. I didn't understand that.
yeah, Pop
Write
Pop
that lie
was a
down so
he
they can
does
rehearse it.
he does freestyling and he goes through the whole nine and does all of that. But him and Easy the
But
Block Captain were
that's why I
friends.
gotta drop down
Okay, thank you
because
for
my aunt about to
coming.
come here.
Nice chatting with you.
Hello,
I'm right here. Oh, I'm right here. I'm right here. Go ahead. Love talking to you, girl. We'll talk to you later.
love talk to you too. I'll be back.
But yeah, so so it's been happening. Oh my god, I didn't even get enough time to talk about Tasha K and stuff, girl. We done went an hour in. Damn, I'm gonna have to talk about Tasha K and Cardi B later. But no, I can talk about Tasha K and Cardi B. To
Just
be
a little bit.
honest, okay. So I would have to let you listen to her spaces when she spaced out on Tasha K. And the reason why she did was because Tasha K did a story on stuff. Let's rewind it back a little bit. Tasha K is not supposed to be talking about Cardi B, right? But she tries to do it in a roundabout way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she won't say her name, she'll be like, "Oh girl." Or,
Yeah.
she'll try to talk about stories that Cardi B is involved in, but she won't say Cardi B.
Hmm.
She'll say other. You see what I'm saying? Like, but she tries to do it in a roundabout way, which is stupid. Because I feel like you just need to leave that girl alone at this point. You owe her money, leave her alone at this point.
But you know what? I think the thing too about it is that these are hot topics, and Tasha K wants to be in on the hot topic, right?
Yeah,
However, she has a cease and desist and a court order statement that she's not supposed to be doing any of that, but she wants to keep up with it. So her way around it is to talk about everyone else in between, and that's how she's kind of doing her thing.
yeah, but it's like, should you be doing that? And it's like, you're really. And then when she's talking about her, she's throwing jabs at her.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're
Yeah.
throwing jabs.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was she went on Spaces and just spazzed out on Tasha K. So what ends up happening is she started talking about Tasha K's looks, about Tasha K can't grow no hair, is that and the third, and then all of a sudden now it's anti-black, and she's against black women.
Tasha K.
No, Cardi B.
Mm.
So basically, she goes on. Hold on, I'm trying to show you. Okay, let me see something. I'm trying to see where it's at. Let me see. I'm about to fast forward it real quick. Okay, this from Coffee City. I'm gonna show you.
I'm back at it again. Yeah, I feel like maybe the hair's just too slippery, or the wig is thick. I don't know. Yeah, because I got a lot of hair. And this is like falling too hard.
Girl, let me fast forward this mess.
Around me, I don't give a them high profile lords that you got are robbing you, because I'm gonna put you in that plunger again. But I also want to make this very clear to you, right? Because now, this, like I said, this is not 2018 and this 2019 no more, where my feelings get hurt and blah blah blah. Let me make this very clear, because every single time that somebody get on your ass, or every single fucking time that you want to talk about me, you always want to bring up a nigga. Oh, the niggas is lying to you. Girl, I'm gonna make this very fucking clear. I'm not you. It's easy for me to get niggas. You did that shit in my last relationship, and guess what? Always try to fucking bring up a nigga, always trying to bring up a this. You know, the nigga almost died when I left. And that's a fact. And you see that. It's easy to, like I said, I don't know, every single time you're trying to hurt my feelings, you always trying to bring up a nigga. Like, if I can't get one, I could always get a nigga. And I could always get a rich nigga. Unlike you. You want to brag about your marriage, bitch, and your man didn't even want to fuck you on his own birthday. You offer him some pussy, and on camera he said, I don't want it. He married you for a green card. You employ him. I don't have to pay niggas to love me. Unlike you. You employ your husband. I don't employ no niggas. You know how you can hurt my feelings if you told me. You can hurt my feelings. You know how you can hurt my feelings if you told me that I'm not selling. When the only way that my feelings can get hurt if I'm broke. If I'm broke and I know I'm broke, that's how you can hurt my feelings. You know how you can hurt my feelings when you tell me I'm irrelevant, but I'm the talk of the town? That's how you can hurt my feelings. Nobody can hurt me over no niggas. I'm used to getting niggas. You're not used to getting niggas. You've been ugly your whole fucking life. You've been fucking ugly your whole fucking life. You even talked about it your own fucking self. Didn't you? Don't be, every single time you try to fucking hurt my feelings and shit, you always want to talk about, oh, a nigga be lying to you, a nigga be this, a nigga be lying. Bitch, my life don't revolve around a nigga. That's a fact. I could get niggas, unlike you. I don't gotta pay a nigga. I don't gotta employ a nigga to stay with me. Every single time, bitch, you're not hurting nobody over a man. These men is easy out here, girl. They too easy to get. Might not be easy for you. You might be miserable in your marriage. So you always wanna project. Nobody gives a fuck. Too many niggas with money out here for you to every single time you be throwing me a nigga in my face. What, girl, what is that doing? Nothing. Your own husband wanted to fuck you on his birthday. Bitch, I got fucking fucked 3 times on my nigga birthday. Your man didn't want to fuck you on his own birthday. Stop throwing niggas at me. Because when I start throwing niggas at you, you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like when I bring up how you was mad when your man went on that friend trip in Paris. And how you thought he was gay about that. You was crying about it, wasn't you? I don't even do that. I don't do that, but I can. Every single time, bitch, you bringing up a nigga like a bitch gonna die. Like if I don't get niggas, I'm a fine bitch. And I'm Cardi B. The fuck? Bitch,
Okay, so far, did you hear anything anti-black or racist yet?
Nothing at all.
Okay, well, let's keep going because we're looking for the anti-black and racist.
fucking Cardi B, bitch. What you talking about? Every single time this bitch always want to bring up a nigga. Bitch, you think bitches is dying out here over niggas? I'm a die a liar, but you're the people that you decide to have babies with. Bitch, you're not even happy with the man you have kids with. You're not even happy with the man you got kids with, and you know that. Deep down in your heart, you know that. You know it. You could lie. You could take them pictures smiling with them big ass veneers with your husband somewhere in fucking Africa, bitch. You're not happy, and you know it. Y'all barely fuck.
She ain't done yet.
Fuck, every single time a bitch want to bring up baby, hurt my you know when you can hurt my feelings when I'm not when you if you ever have some type of receipt of me being broke, when the money stop coming in, that's when I'm fucked up. When the money stop coming in, that's when I start pacing. That's when my heart start beating. When I'm not doing my job and I don't feel like I'm there, that's when I don't feel good. Other than that, when it comes to niggas, baby, one thing I learned, let me tell you something. One thing I learned about this fucking divorce shit, you are not going to die. Something happened with you and the nigga, guess what? Your heart is not going to stop beating. That's one thing I learned. So I don't know, every single time, bitch, you always want to bring up somebody's nigga, bitch. You always want to think. You think a married, you always think because you're married, you got some type of entitlement to talk about bitches and their fucking relationship. Bitch, your nigga didn't want to fuck you on your birthday. Stop. It stops right there. Nigga talking about he tired. Nigga, you better come fuck this pussy.
Now wait 1 second. What if I'm tired on my birthday? What if I'm tired? I don't want to do nothing. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know. But proceed.
It's your gift. That's your gift, nigga. This pussy. How the fuck you pay your nigga every fucking week? And make you embarrass yourself every motherfucking week. Making lies about people. And you out here motherfucking all the time talking about what somebody got going on with their man. That's all you do. All you do is always talking about what somebody got going on with their fucking man, bitch. When you gotta pay yours. Your man is your employee. The fuck? I've been wanting to say that because every single time, bitch, you be thinking you be doing something, bringing niggas up. You're not doing shit. Bitch, you in a motherfucking miserable ass house. Bitch, one nigga fuck up, guess what? There's another nigga fucking waiting with a Birkin bag. Let me tell you something, bitch. When that divorce got announced, baby.
Hold on, sidebar. AD, you gonna laugh, but you know who she sound like when she argue?
Who?
She sound like Teddy.
You said she sound like who?
I'm gonna say Teddy.
Oh, she do until okay. I'm about to say too much, but yes, no, she definitely do. And I was just with her the other day, and she sound just like this talking about her BD. I put it that way.
He was like, and you know what? And yeah. Take a little pause, and you little skip a little bit because you coming, you getting it.
Mm-hmm. They be getting down. They get into it.
The average fool. The niggas was on their knees. Some of these niggas are so lame that they were offering getting me bags and jewelry just to talk to me, bitch. I picked who I picked because I like who I like. But a bitch will never die over a nigga. So those type of insults, you bringing up niggas and shit like that, babe, trust me, a bitch won't die over a nigga. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm trying
bitch, you always want to bring up a nigga to
let me see.
2-3 weeks. You married, right? You got kids, right? Why you not taking trips? No, because you're miserable. You don't want to take trips. You're not in love with your husband. You know what? I don't give a fuck what the fuck you want. You ain't gonna win shit with me. I promise you that. Been harassing every other fucking week, bitch. That's all she does. Bitch being fucking lipstick alley. Any fucking move my nigga be on dick. You know what it is? I know what it is. You know what? I know what it is. She wants me to be single so I could give her a chance to eat my pussy. I solved the problem. That's what it is. She wants to be single. She wants me to be single so I can have her as a consideration for her to eat my pussy. That's what it is. That's just really what it is. when people are like, you know, I don't know, I'm not even gonna say people. When people like do something or like bother me and some shit, the first day I might not care. The second day I might not care. Now when there's a lot of things going on for me at one time, I just crash out.
Okay, so that's what she was saying so far. So far, I'm not getting anything like racist. You already know that them girls in New York call each other the N word, nigga, 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 nigga. They use that shit. They use that shit like peanut butter on peanut butter and jelly. They just use it, right? But from what I'm getting so far is that she's talking and she's going back at Tasha K because obviously Tasha K been poking at her, correct? So
Yeah, for a while now.
so it's like, why are we mad because of how she's speaking to Tasha K? So far, all I'm getting is she talking to her like a dog. That's how she's talking to her.
All of this, like I say, Tasha K is she likes to get in where she feel like she gonna fit in, right? She's gonna talk about what's popping and what's hot right now, and as far as Cardi B, she's gonna bring up what is surrounding her without trying to necessarily name
But
her.
do you think it's a little bit more than that? Because I do think it's a lot of trolling because
Mm-hmm.
she does do that with her. It's a
Yeah.
lot of trolling. It's a lot of trying to jab at her. And I've been saying this since I started my channel, and I have been doing a lot of readings on them since the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
time. And the first thing I always said about Tasha K is that she is going to ride Cardi B's coattail to the top. So you know how with these vloggers, they call themselves new media, but what they do is that they want to be a shock jock, right? And they say they don't want to be famous, but they do. So what they do is they attach themselves to a certain celebrity who they can, like, I guess, go against, who in their crowd don't like. And the more that they can talk about them salaciously and things like that, the more, people like them. And, if the celebrity can start beefing with them back, that's more attention towards them. So it ain't just, I just want to do a story on you. It's more like, I want to be able to talk about you. Now it's a competition, right? And now you mad because you owe me. So low key, you're going to start, based on your ego, you're going to start taking shots as much as you can without you saying my name. That's all I'm getting from that. But with Cardi B, they try to say, oh, she's a messed up person. But just like Claressa, she's being bullied technically too. That's cyberbullying, isn't that? At some point, that's cyberbullying.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And I think it gets to a point too, and that's probably why people trying to point out, oh well, how do you feel about this when it comes to Clarissa and this thing going on between her
Yeah.
past and Ma? It is at the end of the day because they're bringing her looks into it and all of this, that, and the third. And it's kind of like, well, again, I don't think Clarissa is ugly at all. I think her attitude can be a little nasty sometimes, but that just come with how cocky she is and the industry that she's in.
But
So
then if
it
we
just kind of
think
comes with
about
it.
it, because, I was watching this other content creator and she was like, she didn't like the fact that Cardi B brought up, because I'm trying to get to the part where she talks about Tasha K's looks, right? She didn't like the fact that it was a non-black woman talking about a black woman's looks. Like, oh, she can't grow no hair and things like that. But the whole thing is, if I'm throwing jabs at you, just like I feel like you throwing jabs at me, I don't give a fuck what it sound like, right? Because it's throwing jabs at you. It's anything that I can dig at to make you feel bad. Now, this content creator was like, well, she would have said that to a Hispanic woman. Oh, you can't grow hair. And I'm like, well, this is where it's funny though, because for some reason And I'm not going to say all of us black women, but some black women feel like the other races can just grow hair like that. But in reality, if you know, you know. Some Spanish women can't grow their hair. Some white women can't grow their hair. You see some white women, they hair thin as shit and frail as shit. So it's not really about if you white or black, if you can grow your hair. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. They just trying to find any little thing to make the comparison. That's all.
So my whole thing is, but then in the same breath, you don't mind it when Tasha K and them call Cardi B a Mexican. And she's not a Mexican. Is that not racist?
But see, that's the thing about picking and choosing. People gonna choose their side, and they're gonna pick who they feel like they want to side with, even if it is wrong. Look at the Barb's, and I don't want nobody coming for me, but I'm just saying, like everything that she
Man,
do
fuck
ain't,
them damn bars. At this
it
point,
ain't
at this point,
what it should
they
be.
trying to and that's another thing we're gonna get on one of these. I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but that's another thing. F them damn barbs, because any single time you gotta sit there and twist your brain and do cartwheels just to agree with somebody, you gotta twist your morals. You got a problem. Because I'm gonna just say this about them. When it comes to that whole saying, boys will be boys, what's wrong with little boys being little boys and little girls being little girls? Well, let's be more clear. Now, most of the time, people talk shit without doing research, right? So when it comes to gender affirming actions, if you do some research, they're not giving 5-year-olds sex changes. They're not. So, but people wouldn't think that. People would think that parents are, but nobody's giving a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old surgery for a sex change. So that's out the window. So, but see, they try to make it seem like that. That's for one. For two, when it comes to that phrase, it's not just about trans people. When you say boys should be boys and girls should be girls, that means that boys should act like boys and girls should act like girls, right?
Right.
Which means that if a little boy acts any type of feminine, it's a problem, right? If a little girl acts any type of masculine other than feminine, it's a problem. So for me, when it comes to that phrase, boys will be boys, and we just putting it on this topic, and I can talk about another part of it. But you're not really talking about just trans. You're talking about gay people too. So for the barbs who are gay men who don't see anything wrong with it because they're only singling out quote unquote trans, it's very stupid, and you don't have no depth to you because technically she's talking about you too. That means that you don't need to be walking around with that Birkin bag, with that pocketbook, and your nails done. You don't need to be having that feminine voice. You need to be playing football and having a 9 to 5 and taking care of a family. That's what that's saying, right?
Yep. If I mute up a little bit, it's because I have my little one right here, right here with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If boys should be boys, and what's wrong with boys being boys? Little boys don't need to be playing double dutch like y'all used to play. Little boys don't need to be having all female friends and playing apple on stick, make me sick, all that. That's what they're talking about too. They're not just talking about trans kids. They're talking about gay kids too. So it amazes me how Nicki Minaj's stands, because they're not just fans, they're stands, how her stands that are gay can literally try to separate themselves from that like phrase and make it seem like it's just about trans people. No, it's not. It's about you too, bitch. She's talking about your furry ass too.
Yeah, I think it all really is just one and the same. But see, again, people are gonna pick and choose who they want to side with, even
Yeah.
if it's not right.
I
So
mean,
that's just
cause
what it
I mean,
is.
and it don't even take rocket science to deduce that. And then when you say boys will be boys, do you not know how dangerous that phrase was? They used that phrase to explain away bullying when boys will bully other boys.
But
They
not only
use
that, they use it too when it comes to, DV and people being assaulted. Or I
yes,
wouldn't even say people, but just
boys will be
mainly
boys.
women, but people as well, just being
You
assaulted.
shouldn't have wore that because boys will be boys.
Right. That's crazy to say that.
Yeah, so my whole thing is because you like this bitch, you gonna sit there and do some. It's like you Ray Charles to the shit. Like I said, it's almost like you can put, like I was telling you before we got on live, it's almost like you can put a red apple in front of their face and say, look, here's the red apple. It's red. It's bright red. You know those shiny ass bright red apples. And they'd be like, no, it's pink because Nicki Minaj said it was pink. You gotta think outside the box. Like, bitch,
Hmm.
like it's almost like you want to slap one of the motherfuckers. Like you just insulting my intelligence.
She went on an interview before she did this big one recently, and she was on an interview, and she went to talk to another politician. Not sure if it was the same lady, but she was talking to one of these politicians, and um, they were talking about how, well, if she's so coked out, if she's so drugged out, why is she speaking so normal right now? Why is she speaking so da da da? But you got to understand that there are functioning addicts. People are functioning addicts until they're not, until they really get into whatever it is that they're getting into. And there's good days and there's bad days, but people can function throughout it.
Yeah. So
You know
you
what I'm
telling me
saying?
a motherfucker who smoked crack can't go to work and do a whole shift and go home and smoke some crack?
Right.
You telling me a drunkie can't go to work and do his whole job and go home and drink a fifth of liquor?
Well,
Come on now. It's like
it's happening.
you're being willfully. It's like it's almost like you know how on the cartoons, like when like Bugs Bunny paint like it'll be a brick wall and he'll paint a tunnel right there, and then look like a tunnel
And they go running right into that brick wall.
right into the brick wall. And I'm like, I know you don't think that's a real tunnel. That shit look like a brick wall.
But they don't. Some people hop on the bandwagon because they want to be in agreement with, their people. And so
Yeah,
they're
they
like,
don't want
oh,
to. They
okay,
don't want to
well,
say something's wrong. But here's the
right.
thing, though. What's wrong with saying something's wrong?
Because then that just proves everybody right, and we don't want them to be right. We want them to not know that what's going on with her, or we want them to, simmer down until
Like
everything blows
Krishan
over.
Rock, people keep trying
Hmm.
to cover up the fact that she's homeless. She lives. You can tell that she's living out of a car.
Yeah, I don't know if she's living out of a car. I think she lives in like different hotels and things like that.
She's living
But
out of a
as
car. She's
as
homeless.
far as an actual steady home, I'm not
That's
sure. I
what
think
that
she
is.
bought a
If you go
house
from
in
hotel
Baltimore,
and
but
place and place, and the only thing you got stable is a car, you're living out your car.
eh.
I mean, how much more thought can you put into it? If I'm driving from hotel to hotel to house to random people houses, trying to live with people for a couple of days and stuff like that, that means I don't have no stability. But the only stability I have is a car, right?
Let me say this too. Speaking of, so Krishan, you remember when she got into the altercation in Compton with the two
Uh-huh.
girls that they tried to jump her and things like that.
And one of them ended up being in an accident.
Not one, both of them, plus some other people.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they wound up getting into a car accident, pretty much running from the cops. So, they were in a high speed chase. And there were some guys that were with them as well. So, I don't know if the girls were actually involved in what was technically happening. But, they were involved in a high speed chase. So, the car that they were in were running from the cops. They wound up crashing into someone's house, and all of them, everyone in that car, excuse me, in that car was injured. And I don't mean like a small injury. I mean, it was major, serious injuries. And so a lot of the people were saying, well, those are the two girls, the main two that were getting it Krishan about this, that, and the third. Do you believe that it's karma? I kind of do in a way. I do in a way think that it is karma, only because
Do
sometimes you
you?
just don't. Yeah, I just kind of feel like sometimes you don't just bother people just for no reason and then try to come up off of that, because one of the girls was continuously trolling her throughout I guess the whole time leading up to this whole
Hey,
accident.
Danny Lynn, girl, what's up? Hey, girl, hey. If you want to come on and talk mess, I'll put this down just in case if you want to talk a little mess. But yeah, but here's what I kind of think, right? You know what I like to say about people calling out karma and stuff. For me to be a whole tarot reader and stuff, I am very much so someone who like to be a little realistic, right? I think if
Mhm.
you're already on the path to doing fuck shit is going to find you.
Oh yes.
So it depends for me if they were already doing fuck shit. If
I
all
mean,
you
well, they are crippets.
you want to be a cripette, that's some fuck shit. You're too old to be doing that shit. We used to, back in the day, when they used to have like red zone honeys, 21st, Wooty Woo honeys and stuff, little
Uh-huh.
stuff. It
Oh
was
yes, I
cute
remember.
back in the day in high school, but as you got older, you realize some shit and you tend to conform and be an adult. And I feel like, okay, you can still have your little flag or whatever. You can still, be like, yay, cripette, whatever. But some things you put aside because you're an adult. So technically,
Mhm.
you keep going to these Zeus places because you want to be put on for Zeus. You keep going, you keep getting into stuff. And mind you, that's not the first fight they was there. Remember, what's her name? Scarface, whatever, was talking
Mhm.
about how, I know them. That's what they do. They
Right, and
always
that she had
fight
fought
this, that,
them.
the third. So that
Mhm.
means they always in some shit, which tells me that look, it sounds about right. They would be with a bunch of niggas that end up being in a motherfucking car crash, running from the police. I mean, sounds about right.
Yeah, it's just so crazy. I guess the
But let's see
the
if it
whole
was
thing about it being them two just made it like even
yeah.
more,
So let's see if
after
it
the
was
whole,
instant karma because Krishan Rock is God's child.
as they say.
Even though everybody's God's child, but for some reason she's more important. God don't like nobody but her, and she, as a matter of fact, since she had baby Jesus, she's motherfucking Mary. Hail Mary, girl. That's what that is. Hail motherfucking Mary. So, did Queen Mother Krishan get instant first of all, did those two people, was those two girls, those two cripettes, was that instant karma, was the car crash instant karma from talking mess and trying to fight Krishan Rock? Did God say, I'm going to strike his down because we got into a situation with Krishan Rock? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, Vicky is God's child too.
Well, Vicky, that's a whole nother segment,
But
and
here's
it'll
what
take
I'm
more than
saying
an hour
though.
to break
Whoa,
down what's
Vicky
going on
was
with
on
her.
Zeus doing nothing but trying to spread the gospel. And she tried to get Whoa Vicky jumped. So because she was a messenger, technically, is that right? She was a prophet, a messenger for God on Zeus. God ain't do nothing to Krishan Rock for that. Tasiki took it straight, but I mean, but then again, though, Krishan Rock did start getting flack for trying to jump her sister and stuff. So that was instant karma for Krishan Rock. She did look bad, pregnant and all. She looked bad. Yeah, but yeah, needs a hair there. So did these girls get instant karma for attacking Krishan Rock? So they were trolling her too. They be having fake accounts.
Oh yes, it
On
was a
her and
lot
stuff.
going on. Very.
They
That's
was
why I
doing
say
all
after
that
that,
to her.
even before that incident and after that incident, leading up to it, and even to the point where they were trolling Blueface a little bit, but they were definitely like,
Okay, so what this is that look, these are girls who was trolling, these are girls who make fake accounts, these are girls who do all the types of things like that. And they got a lot of behind the scenes shit going on. And to be honest, they were groupies. They ain't nothing but groupies. They ain't doing nothing but trying to get on, right? And they broke, right?
yep,
So
they were calling themselves baddies because they want to get on the baddies. But how can
and
you
the
get on the
fact is,
baddies?
the truth of the matter is they were being ignored, right?
Mm,
So they was trying
yeah.
to do something to be acknowledged, right? So they wanted to be seen. So technically, God got a funny way of letting you be seen. So you end up being seen by doing that with Krishan Rock, and then you also end up getting attention by doing that. It's about the attention. So they got what they wanted. They just didn't know how they was going to get it. But I don't see anything about karma. Nothing. I don't see anything about karma. I just see people who were vying for attention and being groupies. They just received what they wanted from the universe. But the problem
Mhm.
is, if you in the fuck shit and you not creating nothing positive, you're just going to be seen for fuck shit.
Yeah. I mean, they want to get onto baddies. I kind of cut you off a little bit in the beginning, but they want to get on baddies, and
Uh-huh.
they're calling themselves baddies now. But I think it's kind of weird if you're trolling this girl and you're talking about this girl and you're doing all these things, and isn't she one of the reasons why, and maybe not the full reason, but one of the reasons why baddies really went kind of viral in a way because of everything that was happening on the show while she was on there, but you want to get on the same show that this girl is on. That's a little weird to me, I think. I feel like that's probably why people are saying, oh, yes, this is karma. This is what they get for, bothering people.
Yeah, I think people will think that. But I don't really think that Krishan is the reason why baddies took off.
Not
Because
completely, not at all.
because if I remember when baddies first came out, when baddies first came out, it was a whole bunch of craziness because all the original OGs from the Bad Girls Club was coming on there, and all the old drama was coming back up again. You remember that, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And they
She,
had
she played a
all this.
part. I'm not going to hold you. She definitely played
She
a part,
played
but
her
she
part
wasn't the
by
only
dumping
reason,
that girl
though.
in the sink. She got more
She-
people to see baddies by dumping that girl in the sink. Yes. But all in all, baddies was getting momentum anyway. So I don't think that. And then if you think about it, other than her fighting that girl, to be honest with you, she halfway wanted to be on baddies because she was still chasing out the Blueface. Remember? She kept leaving to go and check on Blueface. You know what
Right,
I'm saying?
because no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was trying to unmute my phone, but yes, she was chasing after him. Um, after because remember she was on the Blue Face or the what is it, the Blue Girls Club
The Blue
before,
Girls Club.
right before baddies, and so I think she just I don't know, kind of wanted to take off from there, but she definitely was chasing after him. I think even still now she's kind of like chasing a little bit.
Yeah, she is.
She's
She's
still saying
following
that she's
him.
in love with him, so.
She's following him. Why you think she was on that damn beach in California? Because wasn't Blueface on the beach with his girlfriend? And then all of a sudden you see Krishan Rock on that same beach. Stop playing with me. But
I think the girl that he's currently with, I don't think that
but
that's
you
for
know
another
what I
time.
believe, and then whole time I see people, right? I
Uh-huh.
see people trying to back this Tasha K thing Or like even with Milagro Grams and Megan Thee Stallion, that's another person that was actually being bullied. You can't really be like, oh, Clarissa's being bullied and y'all bullying a black woman, but y'all can bully a Megan Thee Stallion. Y'all don't have no heaven and hell to put Megan Thee Stallion in. If she lied about who she fucked, she lied about who she fucked. But when it came down to it, and I'm cursing now because I don't care. So when it came down to it, when she was in the court of law, she told the truth. Yeah, I had sex with him, and yeah, he shot me. Boom. There you go. Two things can be true. She could have had sex with Tory Lanez, and he could have shot her. Boom. There you go. So there is no more she lied. But in the same token, it's like y'all use that as a reason. And with that, y'all was sitting there basically tormenting this girl. And she even told y'all that what can I do to make y'all stop? And y'all sat there and just blew her off. And then to the point that she felt like she wanted to unalive herself, y'all was really cyberbullying that girl and trying to ruin her career. And then when she said she wanted to die, all of a sudden, you don't believe that either. So you don't believe nothing, right? So if she would have killed herself, then what? Oh, well, that's what she deserved. She wasn't strong enough. But then you look at Claressa, all of a sudden, oh, y'all talking about another black woman. The fuck out of here. I cannot take anybody serious in one breath that's going to sit there and bully Megan, but sit there and try to protect Claressa Shields like she ain't out here going after other black women and competing with a whole nother woman.
Wow. Yeah.
That shit don't make sense to me. And I feel like if that's the case, then maybe y'all need to stop being bullies to all these girls. Because I think all these girls get bullied, if you ask me. Y'all just selective about who y'all say is getting bullied.
You put that perfectly. They are very selective. And my apologies. I'm going to mute up really quickly.
Yeah, go ahead, girl. I know you need to mute up, girl. I know. But yeah, but that's how I feel about that. So even sometimes I feel like Krishan getting bullied. Because I'm like, well, shit. It's the obvious. She's homeless. She need to, she need to do something else with her life, and she be lying. And I don't understand. Like, y'all be wanting us to just go along with these lies. Like, honestly speaking, Krishan actually moves like Jaguar right. That's how you know she doesn't have a place to go. Krishan moves around like Jaguar right. And they always using God and shit. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, y'all try to excuse everything these people do. Girl, I don't know, girl, but I can go on and on about that mess.
You and me both.
I don't know what to tell you, girl. I can go on. I think I lost my breath.
It's a lot to unpack.
I can go on and on and on, but I cannot. But back to the damn, I said all that to say this. Back to the Tasha K and Cardi B thing. I think that people are very selective when it comes to being pro-black. Because you cannot tell me in one breath that you don't want somebody who's not black ragging on a black girl about their black features, but you don't mind another black girl ragging on a black girl about their black features. It caused the same damage.
It does. It does. And let me say that I'm gonna say this because I seen a clip recently about it, and it is about Jocelyn, right? We know that Cardi B and Jocelyn both have some African background. You know what I mean? Whether it's
Yeah.
forefront or in their family, down the line, whatever it is, but they have black in their blood. And the thing about it is, people feel like, oh well, Cardi B, we don't see that. We don't see her blackness. We don't see she just faking it, this, that, and the third. But then when it comes to Jocelyn, they're like, oh yeah, Jocelyn's Afro Caribbean and it's kinda like, well, how can y'all say that about her, but not that about, Cardi? It is
Because
selective
Jocelyn is
outrage
a
and
little
it
bit
just
more
kinda
darker, that's why.
yeah, it's who they wanna agree with and things like that. And that's just how people are, so that's just what that is.
Because technically Jocelyn was sitting here was mentally harassing fucking what was her name? Mimi calling her the maid, Molly the maid. Damn, if I was somebody who wanted to be offended and I was pro-black, I would have been like, well, damn, you calling her a house slave?
That's an
You
interesting
calling her to
concept.
help? You calling her to help? You calling the black woman Molly the maid? That sound like the help, right? So we could have took it like that, right? I mean, but you see how people do stuff, right?
Oh
But you
yeah.
don't want to take that like that when it came to Jocelyn, but you want to take that like that because Cardi B,
Because of who she is.
Cardi
That's
B
just the
said,
only
"Bitch,
way to
you
put
can't
it.
grow no hair. That's why your hair's short." I mean, I don't know. And she called her ugly, right? Your features are ugly.
Mm.
And to be honest, some people features black, white, brown, whatever could
It's
be
not
ugly.
going to be appealing to everybody, and that's okay.
Cardi B features, people could have called ugly. People did call her ugly
Yeah, I was
because
going to
she
say in
didn't
the
have the
beginning they
European
did.
features. But
Hmm.
she wasn't necessarily ugly. Her or, Tasha
Even
K.
look at Glorilla, just to throw her in there a little bit, and not necessarily about the whole, ethnicity part of it, but they talked about her nose and things like that, and she had to go and get her nose job. I don't think she was ugly at all before. I don't think she had to change anything, but she felt
I think
pressured to do
Glorilla
that.
looked just like our friend,
She looks just like our friend.
yeah, like,
I
so it's
mean, the
like,
down to the eyes, and she looks just like our friend. I don't think
yeah,
there's
to the
anything. I don't think
shortness
there
and
was anything
everything,
wrong with her.
like,
Hmm.
yeah. So it's like, I don't know, girl. I don't know, girl. I don't think you were ugly, girl. I just think that
It was the
society
pressure.
wasn't there.
That's all I'm gonna say. It's
Yeah,
the
it was
pressure
it
about
was
it all.
everybody else being stuck on these European features. Now you done
Right.
got your nose done, and now you
Hmm.
got the same. And then for real, you know how each generation they have their own. Like like in the Roaring 20s, everybody wanted them thin ass eyebrows with the waves or some shit, and their
Right.
makeup had to be the same. Each century generation they have like
Hmm.
a makeup technique that everybody has to wear.
Even down to the 90s and the 2000s, where people were thinning their eyebrows out, and
Yeah, and I
yeah.
think this generation, I can't stand it because they have the same makeup. I don't like it. I don't feel like we all gotta look the same after we get made up. Why do everybody look the same?
Everybody does. That is kind of funny. I think it's more the aesthetic that people try to go off of, like.
Yeah, because I think that people's different facial features makes it look better.
Hmm.
So I think Glorilla looked better with, what I'm saying, like with the makeup on her face and stuff.
Hmm.
I felt like she looked better because it didn't look the same. Now that you have plastic surgery, now it looks the same. Like if I drew a picture, you know how some
Hmm.
people draw it like a certain way, so it's like every female in their drawing almost got the same. Damn, they got the same shit.
Right, it's the same features, the
Yeah,
same, yeah. That's like, yeah, it's true. It's like the whole BBL epidemic, and when
yeah.
everybody
Why don't
go and
everybody
get
gotta have the same
they
shape?
body done, they gotta look exactly the same as the other
Or
person.
like Lizzo losing weight, right? And she looked nice. She
Hmm.
losing weight. She's still a big girl. And she took a picture, right? And they posted it on blogs and stuff. And people was like, "Ew, don't nobody want to see that, this, that, and the third." And I'm thinking to myself, what's wrong with her body type? Y'all fucking girls, that body type. What are you talking about?
First, it was her being big, and now it's her losing weight. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like,
because
what
it's
do you
because
want?
it don't look
It's
plastic surgery. She
right.
don't
You're
have
never
an
going to appeal to
hourglass
the
figure.
masses.
But I'm like,
The,
whole time she does have a nice shape, but
hmm.
it's a realistic, normal shape. Y'all are having sex with women who is shaped just like Lizzo as she is right now. After she done lost that weight, y'all are literally having sex with those type of girls. Y'all are literally making babies with those type of figures. Why y'all online acting like it's a problem? Y'all watch porn with females with that type of shape. What are you talking about? If you go on Pornhub, you're gonna see a female that's Lizzo's shape that she is right now, and it's gonna be by like 2 million views underneath of it.
People gonna like what they like.
But you see what I'm saying? So it's like, ain't nobody not watching no shape like that. I know it. Like, it's bad, but I knows it. Like, I know it. Y'all are fucking lying. Y'all are lying. Y'all just mad because she don't have a BBL yet.
Exactly. But the BBL can't save everybody.
You know what type of shape she got? She got Queen Latifah's shape right now. Like, if you ever seen Betsy, the movie Betsy, Queen Latifah was naked in the mirror and stuff, right? And this no homo, whatever, no whatever, but that's the same shape that Queen Latifah got. So if y'all would date Queen Latifah, then you would date Lizzo. And her shape right now, her current weight and her current shape, you would. So that's how I know people be lying.
They have their preference.
Because Queen Latifah, I said Latifah, Queen Latifah wears shapewear. Nobody's dumb. Like, people are crazy. I don't know, girl. People are very selective and crazy. And I kind of believe that with Cardi B, they really want her to be racist, and she's not racist. Do I think she throw around the nigga word too much? Yeah, but that's how she grew up. That's what other blacks and everybody else in New York allowed. I mean, what more you want me to say? I can't be too mad. The motherfuckers in New York that was friends with her ain't mad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is she the thing about it is she allowed to say the word? I mean, she's she's technically she's part black. She has some black in her family and things like that. I mean, it just is what it is. I think people focus too much on.
I mean, to be honest, what kills me, and especially the Barbs, they would sit there and call her racist, but turn around and be okay with their queen being with MAGA, who was openly telling you it's okay to be white. And you don't have to down white women features to uplift your own life. Who the fuck is down in a blonde haired, blue eyed motherfucker? They not getting down. We are. When I told my grandma that, she was like, well, she would have hated growing up where I grew up at, because in Hagerstown, white women used to tell us if we put X, Y, and Z in our hair, we can grow our hair. And so we thought that was really what was going on. And the whole time they had tracks in their hair. They had little, extra little pieces in their hair to make their hair longer. Right? But they would tell the black women, in order for their hair to look like theirs, they had to put, I don't know, one of them said like oil, like some type of like car oil or something in their hair. All types of little mean shit. And I'm like, okay, well, back then, nobody was down in white people about their hair. White people was down in black women about their hair. What are we talking about? A white woman never had to be uplifted. She was already uplifted.
Even now, to point out the fact that people, the other folks tend to use our features against us in a way. Take Kim Kardashian, for example. And that's not to say that she talks down or bad about us, but if you ask them would they rather be black than what they are, I guarantee you they're going to say no, they would not want to be black. You get what I'm saying? But they take on our features and they want to put themselves in our image to
but
look
why
like
would
us.
they want to be black when they enjoy the prestige it is to be what they are, Armenian? They enjoy that, right? And they attract black men to them because they're not black. That's the truth. And the whole time they attract more black men when they had the features like the ass and the titties and the lips and shit. But then, you know what they do? They revert back, right? Now they have a more cleaner shape. Now it's more natural. Now you don't see the big ass and stuff like that. And guess what? Black men still want them, but they're not looking for black men no more. That's not the goal. They just looking looking to be quote unquote healthy and to mess with people who's going to have long-term wealth, generational wealth. They want the generational wealth men, and a lot of them are not black.
That's true. I think too it comes down to the kids and the offspring. They want black babies and they want to adopt the babies and they want to have, this mixed offspring and things like that, but they don't want to take on the kind of injustices that we take on in our daily lives. Even just going into the corner store and you have somebody walking around behind you thinking that you're going to take something when you clearly, you know what I mean? Like, that you have the money to pay for things, but as soon as you walk in, it's the stigma. Oh, well, they're just going to steal because they're black, or they're going to do this because,
Hmm.
but you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's
And
it's
you know
it's
who do
messy.
that to us too? It ain't just white people that do that. There's a lot of foreigners that do that to us. A lot of
Okay.
foreigners do that to African Americans.
Yeah.
Remember the beauty? Okay, so remember that beauty shop, that beauty supply store that was at Hacking Jamal?
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. It was a guy. It was so there were there was a guy in there. They every time we came in, there was a guy that until you talking about how Teddy went off on.
It wasn't just he did that to all the black
It's
people.
yeah.
And he was Asian, but it was an Asian security guard, and it was Jamaicans who ran the store. But he wasn't just doing that,
Hmm.
just whatever. He had the privilege to do that, as in he had the okay to do that by those
Because they
Jamaicans.
allowed him to do that.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it too, because some Africans too, they think that we're uncultured. They think that we don't.
Like
Um,
The Somalians who's asking for African Americans to stand in solidarity with them after they
mhm.
done voted for Trump and stuff. And now they're getting deported and things like that. Now Trump then called their country a shithole country and said they need to go back to their country and all types of stuff after they voted for him. And after they said African Americans don't know who their fathers are and all types of stuff and tried to, separate themselves from African Americans and whatnot. And now all of a sudden they want African Americans to stand in solidarity. Yeah, those type of people. Yeah. I think a lot of foreigners actually they benefit from separating from us, but when times get hard, then they want us to be in solidarity with them. So they play that black card when it benefits them. Like Nicki Minaj played a lot of black cards when it benefits her, but then she switch up. Like, you see what I'm saying?
because she'll say real quickly that she's Trinidadian.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, she'll say that real quick.
But then turn around and be like, I'm a black woman and this, that, and the third.
Girl, but to get up on the show with the or I say the show, but um to do the interview with, you know, the woman that she did the interview with, and I want
And
to
to
say
be
this too
honest,
about
I
her.
ain't mad at her. I feel like you need to live in your truth. I'm not mad at you as somebody being conservative, liberal. I don't care what your choices
Hmm.
are. But I do side eye on certain things. Like that's just like I can like equate it to like interracial dating. I don't care if you date interracially, but you never have to like put make the reason behind you doing it like don't put like for instance when black men date outside their race. Okay, cool, you did that. So what? But you don't have to like make it seem like black women are the only reason why. Like you see what I'm saying? Like you don't have to basically like make it seem like black women are so horrible in this and third. So when I'm looking at like Nicki Minaj doing that interview, I'm like, she never even had to bring up, oh, why should I have to compete, or why should I have to down a white woman, and I know I'm beautiful. Well, who's downing the white women?
That's true. Because somebody said, who's saying that I want to have, I want to put their hair on my hair and I want to do this and that and I want to be just like them in their image. I mean, granted, there are some people who are like that and they want to.
portray
But
a
who
certain
is
image
literally
because they feel like
saying
it's more acceptable. But
when we are down in people, when you see the majority down in a skin color and down in features, who features are they most likely downing?
the big nose and those big old lips.
And overweight people. And overweight people. Okay. They always like to down the fatties, even though the fatties out here getting love all day, every day. They be downing them too now.
Yep. Pretty much just being bullies. That's really all it boils down to.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, I feel like her excuse felt like that. Like, what? Like, what? And then when JD Vance was like, yeah, we don't have to, white men can be proud of being black. We don't, I mean, white or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, white men don't have to feel bad about being white no more or some shit like that. Like, who
Mm-hmm.
is making you feel bad about being white? Let's be
Right.
real. Huh? And then and then back to the boys be boys and stuff. So T.S. Madison, that's my last little part. So T.S. Madison, because a lot of the LGBTQIA plus community be coming to her for to be their spokesperson, right? Because she's so vocal. So she didn't say anything at first, but then she finally had addressed it. And the first thing she was saying was, we're going to talk about the late Nicki Minaj, right? First of all, they didn't like the fact that she said late because everybody was, you're wishing death on Nicki Minaj. And I'm like, no, that was her opening up a reading session. Remember when her and Kaya came on with the black outfits on, like they was at a funeral to talk about Reginae and her mama Toya? That's the same thing, right? So then when she's talking about, what she really said in a nutshell, and she accidentally dropped down. But what T.S. Madison really said in a nutshell was like, look, the stuff that they doing over there ain't really Christian. They call themselves Christians, but they're not really Christians. And it's okay for you to feel how you feel, but let me know what side you on. Because if you doing stuff based for you, then I got to do stuff based on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So I got to choose me. If you going to choose you, I got to choose me. That's all she was saying, right? And it fell on really deaf ears. People tried to turn it into something else. And what it really is saying is that, look, I love you, Nicki Minaj, but if you doing things for your own benefit and for your own advancement, I got to do things based on my own benefit and my own advancement too. So if you not with me, fuck you. Shit, I got to worry about me because obviously this administration ain't doing nothing to help me. And then when she made that comparison, and it was an actual good comparison, but people wanted to be dense about it, and people wanted to act like they don't know what the fuck she's talking about. But when she was talking about Hitler and his playbook, Hitler did part of his play was to basically alienate a group of people, make it seem like they're the reason why all the things in the world is wrong and things like that, and make it okay to not like them. That's what Donald Trump is doing with trans people and immigrants and things like that, making them out to be the undesirables and blaming everything on them, and everything is their fault. But they try to manipulate that and make it seem like she didn't know what she was talking about, and that's some bullshit. No, it's not no bullshit. That's exactly what he's doing. What the fuck? He giving you some type of dumbass reason to not like a group of people. That's all it is. You back, AD?
Hey, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I am back.
Yeah, but pretty much, you know what I'm saying? That's about how I felt about her. Cause she I don't know, they did too much with TS. Madison. They made it seem like she didn't know what she was talking about. She was wishing death, like just trying to like down everything she said. But really, she didn't say anything wrong. She just said exactly what she felt, and I don't think she said anything wrong.
I mean, we're all, entitled to our own opinions. So I don't think, you know, we should be mad at somebody for how they feel about a certain situation.
But I just can't get over the fact that, and then you have black women who want to agree with Nicki Minaj, right? But the truth is, did you see, like for instance, I forgot that girl. I'm about to show you this, and I seen it on the neighborhood talk, right? And I didn't like, and this is about to sum it all up, right? So, did you see when I think her name Queen Kai? So the girl had her son, right? Her son don't look like he 5. Her son look young as hell. So basically, her son, she told her son, hold on, wait. I'm trying to look for it. Because I didn't appreciate this. I felt like that was messed up. Let me see. Girl, I gotta look. Where is this at? Okay, it was on the neighborhood talk. So let me see. Because I think it's BS. And people was like, yeah, teach them early and da 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 da. Like, what the fuck? Okay, so did you see this? Okay, let me see. Let me show you this. Did you see this? The little boy was like, did you see this with this little boy? All right. So in the nutshell, I'm trying to look. There we go. This is what happened. Hey, I'm talking to you. I want you to hold your hand like that. She mad because, hold on. I'm trying to go down and see it all the way. And I don't see why it's a problem. Oh, damn. Shit. Hold your hand like that. Really, she mad because her son. Look. Huh? Did you see her, AD?
No, I don't think so. Who is she?
Okay. So this is supposed to be Jasmine Chavez. I think that's Jada
Oh,
Waiter's
Jada's
sister.
sister. Okay.
Okay, so basically she mad because her little boy, mind you, her little boy is this young. This is a baby. Okay. So her little boy, she told her little boy to say bye to everybody. She said bye, give him a kiss, and he said, and did like that, right? So when he did that, she was like, "Oh, we gonna have a strict regimen around here. Who taught you how to do that with your hand and this, that, and the third, right?" Like, start talking to him all crazy, doing this on live. Like, look, you don't hold your hand like that. Hey, I'm talking to you. Huh? Who taught you that? Yeah, talking about something. Who taught you that and why you doing that? Who taught you to do all that? Because she said blow a kiss and he said, and then like that. And I'm like, okay, so you're like putting sexuality on your child.
Yeah,
Right?
she's a little weird when it comes to sometimes some of the things that she does with the child. So when he was first born, babies are gonna cry, sometimes they're gonna
Yeah.
scream and just make noise in general. And she was like, oh, why are you screaming? You shouldn't be screaming, or something like that. And basically people were like, what are you talking about? Like, he
he's literally an infant. He's going to scream, he's going to make noise. So my child's not going to do that. He's not going to make these loud noises. Like talking to him like, I already told you don't do that,
Hmm.
blah blah blah. And it's kind of like, why? Your child don't understand nothing that you're saying. I get that you don't want him screaming and this that, and the third, but he's just a baby. He's just learning the world. So coming from her saying this that's not surprising at all. It's odd to say the least, but it's
Yeah,
not
because
surprising.
I'm like this. The little boy. First of all, let's rewind it. You got two piercings in this little boy's ear, right? I don't think that that's emasculating or anything else like that. Piercings are just piercings, but you pierce this little boy's ears, right? And if we're just going to be ghetto and we're just going to be dense and we're just going to sexualize a kid and boys should be boys, to be honest with you, why do you have both his ears pierced then, right? That's for one. If we just gonna be ignorant and do that, that's for one. For two, I feel like that's a little boy. Out of anything, it's a couple of things that's going on that I don't understand that's going on. Why do he got to be on your live? Why do you got to upload videos of him doing shit? Right? That should be private. People, if people believe in bad juju, people believe in the evil eye and shit, then you should understand that you shouldn't even have your kid on screen for that fucking long because it's not your business. Just know I have a kid and he's well taken care of. Mind your fucking business, right? You won't see him till he's about like 10 or some shit. It'll be because he wants to be on the screen, not because I want to show you him. Fuck you. You're not going to see my kid like that. That's for one. For two, if it's all about him making the hands gesture, he don't even know what the fuck that shit mean. He don't even care if it's feminine or masculine. He was just blowing a kiss and being cute in front of the camera. So he learned that from y'all. So therefore, if you feel a certain way, it's because he learned it from y'all. That means that he learned it from a female, which is you. Maybe you need to stop doing stuff if that's the case. But other than that, he doesn't care. He's a little boy. Like, oh well, like that don't mean he's gonna be gay. Like, why are you trying to say he's doing something that's about to make him gay? And then you got people in the comments talking about some let boys be boys and shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, what you want him to do? Like, is he supposed to be acting like he gonna rob somebody? Is he supposed to be talking back? Like, and then that's another thing. I don't like it when women dress they little boys like they YNs, like with a ski mask on and stuff, with money and all. Like, no.
Yeah, just like kids be kids. The same thing with little girls too. Like, I get that sometimes they're gonna do these advertisements for, different clothing or fashion companies. And excuse my little one in the background, but it kind of gets to a point where, we got to draw the line because why is it that our little girls are wearing crop tops and they're only 3?
Yeah, and
Why?
then when you go on Sheen or Fashion
Mhm.
Nova and stuff, it's so many outfits for little girls that's like crop tops.
Yeah, it is. It's
Like,
really tight clothing and all of that. And now, mind you, girls are girls. They're gonna look cute in different things, but they don't always have to be so very
I'm
tight
not gonna
fitting.
hold
They
you.
don't
Like,
have
so
to
the
try to show their
twins,
little
so the
shapes and stuff
twins,
like
right?
that.
So my folks, they got the twins a lot of stuff for Christmas. And even though I'm appreciative and they're appreciative, they got all the clothes from Sheen and Fashion Nova and stuff, right? Why do they have so many crop tops? They're not wearing
Mm,
no crop tops outside by
yeah,
itself. Now I gotta get them some little camis to go underneath the
to
crop
go
top.
under right, exactly. Yep, yep.
And then it's all tight stuff, and then it's like with Sheen, and them it's like the fabric be all polyester and tight. Like,
Have you seen Miss Shirley? You know who Miss Shirley is?
nuh-uh.
Miss Shirley is a little girl, and you're gonna know as soon as I say it. Miss Shirley is a little girl. Miss Shirley does the dances for
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm,
yeah, for the country music and stuff like that. Where them fans at most famous for that.
mm-hmm.
And cool, that's cute. She know how to do the dance. That's actually awesome. Like at that age, and she know how to do the dance already. What? Great. However, I feel like her mom kind of exploits it a little bit. She kind of, she milking it, and I feel
Yeah,
like
she
it's
is
kind of
milking it.
crazy because that girl is very small.
Girl,
She's
that
on
little that,
tours.
that little girl is doing meet and greets with grown
She's
people.
on, yeah, right, tours and meet and greets with grown men picking her up. Oh, I came here just to see her. Whoa, you have to be very careful because that can get dangerous very fast.
Like y'all forgot about John Bonet, right?
Right.
Like y'all just forgot about these. Like even though here's the funny part, I don't see. Here's the thing with me, I don't see any problem with child beauty queens. You know, the little child beauty contests. I don't see a problem with that, and I don't see a problem with with children going into acting and stuff. The problem that I have is with the parents and not having boundaries. Because you can let your child participate in certain things like that, but have strict boundaries. You can't get carried away. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
with Shirley, I feel like Miss Shirley could have took her act on the road and things like that, but it should have been kid based, kid friendly only. You
You're
know.
right, especially with the meet and greets. It just really like floored me because why again is a grown man saying that he came just to meet her? Why are you coming just to meet a child?
Yeah, that's what. Oh, look at him! Hey, boo.
Hey, y'all, my baby wanted to say hi.
But yeah, but that's how I feel about like, and people will disagree, but that's how I feel about child beauty pageants. Like, I feel like a beauty pageant is not bad, right? I just feel like, you know, if they're protected more, it has to be a little gatekeeping, your boundaries set up. That's it.
It's funny too because I just learned something about the John Bonet case. They were affiliated, the parents, with Epstein.
Mm. So it starts and ends with the John Bonet case. I feel like it starts and ends with the parents. I feel like the parents had everything to do with everything. And I feel like, but even with child actors, like, oh, you shouldn't let your child be an actor. No, they could be an actor or actress, but you have to stand in the gap for your kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Shirley Temple, she said how they wanted to separate her mom and her, and they actually did at a point. Took Shirley Temple into a different room while this man was in a robe with no clothes on, interviewing her. Why? Why is that?
No, and see, her mom could have always said no to that. Her mom could have said no and should have said no. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every, like, a lot of stuff that happens is happening when it comes to kids because they don't have protection. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's other child actors that don't have
Yeah.
that same story. So it could be
Yep.
done. It's certain child actors that their parents is dead ass serious about them graduating college.
Oh
You
yeah.
see,
Yep. Yep.
like they're going to college. They are going to go to school. And
Yep.
matter of fact, they're not even spending their money. Matter of fact, it's some child actors, to be honest with you, that their parents was dead ass serious. You can't touch that money until you finish school, or we're gonna pay for your school and things like that. Like, it's some child actors that went to on set and went home to a regular ass house.
Yeah, that's true because their parents wanted to keep them grounded. Sammy said his career was halted because of his mom, and he said he had resentment towards her for that for a while until he got older and started to realize like she just wanted to protect me. He said that she would, decline different offers that they were offering them because she didn't feel comfortable with it, and that things like that. You got to have things like that, people in your corner, and not just money hungry.
Mm-hmm.
With Lotto and her dad, and she started on the rap game. Her
Mm-hmm.
dad was stealing money from her. He was
Mm.
taking money from her, and she didn't know and found out until she got older, and then she cut ties with dad as being manager and things like that. So it's
Now,
like
my
some
thing
people
is,
really
isn't
don't
that the
care.
same thing when females take money from child support?
Oh yeah, a lot of the times the child support isn't going to the child, even though it should, but we know that it's
Like,
not.
I kind of feel like for instance, some things that be going on, I wish, like, if the right people had those type of things going on for them, I don't think that it would end the same way. Like, for instance, I feel like if you get like 5,000 a month for child support and you're working, you're not spending all that a month.
Look at 50 Cent and his son. This is one of the prime examples, and it's really kind of sad because 50 Cent's a troll. We do know
Now, hear
that.
me out.
But
Now, okay, I wanted to add to this too because I had to think about it. At one point, I was like, "Oh, that's not enough," but then I had to think about it. Child support is in cash, and then sometimes when you're in court and you're arguing about certain stuff, like say for instance, they go to private school, that's separate from the cash a lot of the times.
right, yeah, there's like medical for the medical side and things like that.
Yeah, so that's separate from the cash that you get a month. So not only are they giving you X amount a month, but they're paying for this, that, and the third too, right? So how much money are you spending, and how much money are you saving for your kid, and why you gotta not work and only why you gotta not work? I mean, I can see if you got a home, okay, you got a new home, you don't want to live in the hood with a famous kid, you don't want to do that, so good. You should get a new home. Great. A reasonable price, right? But
Yeah,
outside of that, why is it that you feel like you can't work?
because they want to be taken care of also. Now,
What?
I will say this because as a mom, and as a mom who had to work with her newborn, granted, I was at home and I'm grateful because of it. However, the kind of job that I had, it was very stressful. And I get
Yeah.
how some women don't want to work when they're raising a kid, at least to a
No, but
certain
see, that's a
point.
newborn. I'm talking about from from the moment they're born all the way to 18. You can't work.
Right, and that's just a little wild.
And how much money do you need to take care of a kid monthly? Monthly. And let's get it right though. The amount of money and stuff that they be asking for and they get, just think about it like this. They could have been like, okay, I don't want to work. What I want to do is I want to open up a business or I want to go back to school. You could have did all that. By the time your baby turned 6, you could have literally went back to college and got all types of shit. That's what I'm like, what are you doing? You're not a celebrity. You don't have to live like a celebrity. You can live comfortably, but reasonably. So if I had like a billionaire as my baby daddy and I'm getting all this money monthly, it's so many things that I would accomplish personally, and I would still be working, going back to school, doing a whole bunch of stuff when I can, but I'm not going to sit there and live totally off of whatever he gives my child. By the time my child turned 18, he wouldn't be like 50 Cent child. My child by 18 would have majority of his money that was given for child support, honestly speaking. I don't know, man.
Sense. You make a lot of sense. It just some people feel like they entitled to that. They feel like they deserve that, and that's why I had brought up the 50 Cent thing because his wife, his that wasn't even. I don't think that was his wife. I think that was just his girlfriend at the time. But she felt like she was entitled to what he had. She felt like because she was there from the beginning until he actually started really making it big and was making millions, that she deserved to have the life that he had. But you didn't work for the life that he had. He worked for the life that he has. And granted, he felt like, I would have taken care of her too, but she was taking advantage of him and what he had and trying to put the child against them and say, hey, well, I have your kid, so you have to do this. When it's like, I don't have to do any of that for you.
Yeah, because I'm
For my
thinking to
kid,
myself,
yes.
like, is it too much like right to be like, well, look, we ain't together. We have a child together. You got more money than me. Well, look, it will be easier, right? Because I work and stuff. They're not gonna give me no free welfare and what it will. It'll be easier to have him on your health plan, and you pay for school, and you help, and you do the right. You give me child support, this, that, and the third. All right. That first of all, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that baby is not about to spend $6,000 a month.
Nope, not even close to it.
So they just not. They're just not. Right? So you can be saving that, or you can be putting that back into like some type of road, doubling that back. If you got like a business venture or some shit like that, hey, if it's to better yourself, hey, it's to help your kid. Bettering yourself helps your kid. So
Yeah.
I don't see no problem with that. But for you to just be on the internet flashing, doing this, that, and the third, trying to be a socialite, nah. That don't make sense to me.
But just because they want to live that life. That's really what it boils down to. They want to live that same life. And I get it. It's tempting. But if you're going to do that and you want them to take care of you, because there's men out here that will, because they have it, they'll take care of you. But you also have to be able to be on the same common ground as them. That don't mean, putting
But that's
yourself
just
on a
me.
lower
Maybe
totem pole and things
maybe
like
that's
that.
just
But
us, or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just us.
yeah.
But I've been brought up to always want to take care of myself too.
Absolutely. My granddaddy told me
I don't
when I was
feel
in high school, he
comfortable.
said, no matter what you do, I don't care if it's $1, make sure that you always have some money in your pocket because you never want to have to depend on nobody else to do
Yeah,
for
and
you.
I hate for a motherfucker to tell me when they gonna give me something. Like that's why I have a problem with. And it's not even a pride issue. I don't have patience to be on welfare.
Yeah, you have to go through a lot. You got to deal with a lot, that's for sure. You have
I
to
don't have
deal with a
patience.
lot.
I can see if it's like short term, like I got to do
Hmm.
something short term,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah.
I can't do that shit long
No,
term.
for 25 years and past the 18 years that your child is grown out now, that's just, I always said welfare and things like that is supposed to help you get back on your feet. And once you do, you're off of it and continue to do good so that you can stay above water. But people they take advantage of it and they like to live off of it. They feel like they don't have to work. And that's just
Like
how
to
it
be
works.
honest, unless I had to live off of like Social Security or something because I was disabled or something. If I'm willing and working body, I don't have patience. Like I can't do $1,500 a month because then I'm like, okay, well, I just can't do that. I just can't do one grocery shop a month. Like you see what I'm saying? I just can't. And I
Yep.
don't feel like I gotta and why do I have to report to you monthly about what the
Yeah,
fuck
you
I
got to
do?
report anytime money change. They want to know about cash apps now, and they want to. It's they taking people through a lot.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to be taken through there. I feel like at the end of the day, like I'm the type of person that see no problem with working at McDonald's. And I don't see why everybody has a problem with that.
Because it's looked down upon. Oh, you work at
I but
McDonald's,
here's the
but it's
thing
like I
though,
have a
what's more
job and I'm
looked
making
down
money.
upon? You working at McDonald's and making it however you gonna make it, or you getting evicted and shit.
Yeah, this is crazy. But
That
I
don't
do
make
want to
sense
just
to me.
say I had a good time
Yeah, girl, it's
talking
time for
to
me to get the hell on.
Mike. I
Yeah,
had a
it's twelve
great
twenty
time. It
three.
was fun.
Oh
I
my
didn't
god,
even
thank you so
realize we
much,
were
girl.
over
Because
this
we had
long.
on 3 hours, girl. I got to
I
roll. I got
know. I'm
to.
like getting tired. I'm like, I know my voice sound probably deep and raspy now, but
But I
I
gave
gotta get
y'all a
baby
good
ready
quiet.
for
Hold on,
bed.
wait. But I did give y'all a good time with me. I gave y'all a little bit more because usually I just be on
Absolutely.
here like an hour and get the hell off. But I gave y'all the best of me. Okay, So I'm back doing my lives and stuff. I'll be back and stuff. I was talking all this mess. I'll be back another time, another day. And I love y'all for real. And I like this conversation with you, AD girl. And
Oh, me too. It was
thank
fun.
you
I
for
haven't
those
done this in a
in the
while, so this
chat.
was nice.
All right. I love you for real, girl. I'm gone.
All right, love y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Let me get off of here. See you guys later.